Hello, and welcome along to episode 15 of Marked for Deletion. Today's episode is simply entitled Friends, mostly because I don't know what the players are going to do. Last session, however, was entitled Deceptions. Can anybody tell me what happened?
Last time?
No, Rico. Somebody else, please.
Okay, well...
You need a starting point.
Yeah, usually.
Okay, so I believe the starting point was you guys coming out of the room after the awards and then getting ready to go back in and with the dinner tables. No, you just finished dinner. Sorry, you just finished dinner and you're beginning to move about. You'd spoken to Martin Sovard.
The mingling
and you were
period.
now mingling. Specifically, we started with Del listening in on...
Yeah, so I was listening to David Sorben.
Fantastic. Well done. You
Yeah,
got the
he
name
was...
before I did.
He was talking a whole lot of shit,
Mhm.
and I was just kind of listening inconspicuously from like a balcony. Meanwhile, I believe Brozzig was trying to chat with like the bartender, trying to get information.
No, something happened before that.
Was it Vulgo getting into the bathroom?
Yup.
Okay, so that happened right at the beginning. Okay, I thought stuff happened.
21 minutes in, including the starting Zoom screen. So it was pretty good.
Okay, so Vulgo's big day. He was kind of hiding out in the bathroom, panicked, and in this same bathroom, it was kind of a wrong place, wrong time scenario. There was a fire genasi and a Goliath having a whole... It sounded like, I think the Goliath was like shaking down or intimidating the fire genasi.
He was pressing him for sure. We don't know about
Yeah. Yeah.
He said, "Don't be on the wrong side of the Sci-Fem." And
Mhm.
that's all we heard.
Yeah, so Vulgo's trying to get out of that situation discreetly by, causing various bathroom situations. But this Goliath was not having it, and when he was, revealed, he basically had his gun up to Vulgo and told him, gosh, what did he say? Get on your knees or something? And Vulgo...
And your knees with your hands up. What did
Yeah.
Vulgo say?
Well, I think he refused. No, I think he said, take me to dinner first or something.
And that's why you got shot.
He got shot just immediately.
Yeah.
And in that moment, though, Vulgo was able to get off a whole person on this Goliath, and the fire genasi turned the tables and just killed him. Just like that. Did he say anything else to Vulgo, the genasi?
He said sorry right before he
said,
put
"Oh
a
shit,
loaded
man."
gun in his hand.
Yeah, left him with the gun, left him with the mess, and disappeared. Vulgo was bleeding out on the floor, but we were able to find out where he was, and so we kind of regrouped to help him out, I think. Yeah, there was a big explosion also.
That was how the fire genasi made his escape.
Yes.
And the weird thing was nobody reacted.
The
Except for
rich
us.
people were just kind of acting as if nothing was happening, and we looked like the weirdos rushing around trying to save Vulgo. But, yeah, we were able to... What was it? Those Warforged show up and basically secured the scene, tended to Vulgo a bit, and got him back to us. And from there, we were just kind of like, what the hell's going on? So we saw a lot of different things. We were trying to get information from different people. We saw a young-looking woman who we eventually found out was like a commander or something.
Joseph
Ella
Quick's
Quick.
daughter. Yeah.
Ella Quick.
Yes.
She was in charge of the...
In charge
staff,
of those.
Lloyd staff.
Yeah, and so... that is... I don't remember the exact order we found out all this stuff.
Oh, no, it's alright.
but-
And I'm not sure that actually you need to go through everything you found out. The key thing is you spent the session finding stuff out.
Yeah.
right? And
We
most
found
importantly,
stuff out.
you told Roland, just Detective Inspector Roland, a few details about the fact that it was Vulgo that got shot, etc.
Yeah.
And then we told Nyla Quinn the
And
opposite,
Nyla
that
Quinn.
Brozzig got shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she came and interviewed us real quick. But pretty much after that all went down, we basically, I think, just wanted to get out of there. We investigated like those notes that he was getting a bit,
Mm-hmm.
and found out that I think that the waitresses were like passing them on behalf of
Joseph
Oh.
Joseph Quick was
Joseph Quick.
allowing the waitresses to pass them. We do not know who specifically was asking for the 4 unknown.
But
Yeah.
it appeared that he was advertising Roland
For Roland.
services as his own.
Mhm.
basically.
Mhm.
Yeah,
and then
and
Archie just told us all the extra info when we left.
yeah, exactly. And so we were like, let's get out of here. This place is crazy. And we
Yeah,
did...
worth mentioning that there is definitely some information that Archie wouldn't have had otherwise, though. Like, especially you're speaking to Leisha, and also the cap cube information.
Yes.
Mhm.
Napkins past.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there was plenty of information that Archie had of general stuff, but he was certainly missing such weird specifics as those. That may or may not be useful. 300 XP, that was certainly worthwhile.
Yeah. So we
Brozzig,
returned...
right before we left, ended up getting a nice look at some scary.
Oh, that's
strange
right. He saw something.
drones in the bathroom.
Flying
I knew there
needle
was something I didn't miss.
sensor drones.
Yeah, something that we had never seen or heard of before, I think. All around the crime scene, but didn't get too much information from
No.
them specifically. So then we left, went back to the collusion base where Dylan had some gifts for us, including a handheld game for Paisley. I don't remember what the rest of you guys got. I'm sorry. And yeah, we went to bed so we could go talk to Mikayla the next day, and oh boy, was he scary. Vulgo was really worried about the 5,000 credits we used to bribe the bartender, but that was not what Mikayla was mad about. He was mad that Vulgo was present at the scene of a crime when we were supposed to be so discreet, and was just very intimidating. Got him to basically replay that memory, and then just chilled out instantly, which was equally scary. Leading to Vulgo like, you're muted, James.
Sorry, something I meant to do was to upload this image. I did that on the way
Whoa!
off. That is what those drones look like.
Spooky.
Like a.
It's like a white blood cell.
That's what I was thinking.
Fair enough. That is a very specific reference. They are not. They are almost a foot across. A little bigger than white blood cells. But yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt your flow. I just had meant to do that and you reminded me at that
You're
moment.
good.
Brozzig described that perfectly to everybody. So you'll
Yeah,
know.
exactly.
It's like,
Yeah, then Vulgo basically renegotiated his contract a bit so that Mikayla cannot harm him or let harm befall him. And was that where we left? Like at the end of that?
Thought I drove you
We
back.
basically were going back to the base, and that's
But on
kind
the
of-
way, you were going to pop in and see Alexander.
Oh,
Yeah, you were
Yeah.
still out.
Pop
And
by
if you went the
Northside
other way,
Heights.
yeah, exactly.
let's see this
I think-
Alexander we've heard about.
But that is where we will resume.
Oh boy.
Let's see. Do we have a picture of Northside Heights? I have a picture of Northside, which is about as close as we can get. So, oh no, I do. Northside Heights. Here we go.
Nice. Well,
This is Northside Heights. Welcome along. It is an entire, very industrial district. And you would know that you will find Aleksander Svensson in the print district.
the
I can't
Prince
remember where-
District.
Print, like a newspaper print. I don't know where you got that information. I can't remember, but if I
Maybe
didn't give it to you,
from-
it was.
I mean,
Saying
the
that you
the
get-
note that we received was hand printed that warned us, which
Mhm.
was extremely rare because who's writing notes nowadays, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's low tech.
Where did my industrial music go? There we go.
Do we know this guy's address, or are we just
Yeah.
kind of? Oh Christ.
You
Okay.
know that he has a very, very particular watch. Basically a bit of an old school watch that uses old tech. And that is how the AI points to anybody who can give me its name off the top of their head.
Zetrix?
Zetrix?
Yeah.
The X1, yep.
Was able to get into the watch. You also know that he will be somewhere in the print district, which is a series of about 12 or 14 buildings based around different elements of printing, whether they're printing books, printing billboards, printing all sorts.
So is it solely industrial in this area, or are there just are there cafes for people to like?
Yes, there are almost entirely. The whole district is full of factories and other sort of industrial buildings, but in between these buildings are lots of, I wouldn't really call them cafes. They're almost like seating areas with a roof. Do you know, like outside a gas station sometimes where the pumps are, there's that sort of roof on pillars? You'll see a lot of those outside, like a food truck or a portable food thing with seating. A lot of that.
Okay.
I think we could find this man in a place like this.
So I'm assuming that you arrive on Metro Rail. You head towards the print district, and you will note that it is incredibly busy at this time of day. There are lots and lots of people walking about on the street. So just to make you aware, if you're not talking through the earrings, most of your conversations will be picked up by pedestrians.
Wow.
What did we call the earrings, Pat?
I was calling them squawk rocks.
Squawk rocks. There we go.
I also bud.
That's cute.
Bud studs is another one that I liked.
Wow. Okay,
So,
interesting.
This is the Friends episode, so maybe that one works. I don't know.
So yes, you will need to use those to communicate if you want your conversations to be private.
Okay. Maybe we should do that.
I touch my squawk rock and I say, if this Alexander has very special old school watch, maybe we find a repair shop around here. Maybe he's had to have it serviced somehow. It would be lead.
You think we should split up, or? Oh, sorry.
But do you have an idea for second place to go?
That's a good point.
I
was thinking
I don't
the
want
watch
to
lead
thunder
too.
that thought. You might be able to find the place where the watch was made, but in terms of a repair shop, that'll be like a little shop in a district with people, like Moldside, for example. You won't find a little repair shop in this, and it is factory after factory after factory, with these sort of industrial cafe things. But you have quite a distinctive description of them. That helps.
I mean, it is, almost lunchtime. Maybe we just wander around food court here and hopefully he's out eating. Keep an eye out for a fancy watch.
Well, that's what I hope. Maybe we can talk to some vendors, see if he's they've seen someone like this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, as I said, you find various different food trucks with these little roofs on. You can approach any of them, all of them.
Okay.
I think Oleg would like what kind of food like the most popular poppin' food
so
place.
there's
Or
two
maybe
places-
the most bougie food place.
Okay, so there's two places that seem to be incredibly popular. One is a bagel store, or bagel van, and there's just hundreds of thousands of different bagel places like scattered around. But this one seems to have all the people. And the other one looks to be some sort of. Ooh, I don't know. How do I get a food check out of you? Give me a straight charisma check. Anybody who wants to. Anybody who knows their food. Volgo, you're excluded. You eat crisps.
Oh, it's doing
You
this.
eat potato chips. I don't.
Rude. I'll have you know that I'm currently trying to look for Wonka's factory around here.
Right. That is why you're excluded.
Oleg doesn't get out much. He eats at home mostly.
I got a 13.
Okay. It's those adverts again, Paisley. You've never eaten any of this sort of food, but you've seen the adverts in the games.
Yeah, exactly.
And basically, it involves like tightly twisted noodles that end up forming like a circular, almost like a bun of noodles, on
sounds
top of
yummy.
which they sort of put either meat or fish, and people or even vegetables. And people tend to pick them up and just like bite into them. So they're like noodle buns, I guess is the best way you can call them.
That sounds good.
And yeah, that is the second truck, super popular. If you're looking for somewhere bougie, there is artisanal coffee and pastry stand a little way away, where there's about 8 or 9 people standing there. They've all got long hair and glasses and are wearing slightly out-of-date suits.
What's the range on our ear communicators? Should we just kind of... Oh, maybe we should just fan out and try to just look for this guy. Do we know what he looks like? I know we've seen a picture as
It looks like that.
players, but have we seen this man as character?
You were given an illusory image of him, like an actual
Okay,
exact
cool.
photo replica. I still can't remember who gave you that information, but someone with arms.
Was
It may
it?
have been Jezebel or
I was thinking that vampire
Yeah, it's
woman.
either Jezebel or Eliana or Whisper, one of the three, yeah. It was
no,
definitely
Ripley didn't.
someone
Ripley
with
never met him. She said. We asked her.
Oh,
She
okay.
said she
Then
never
yeah,
met him.
maybe it was Jezebel. That makes sense.
I just know it was someone with reach. That's all I've got.
Yeah.
It could have been Josh
Yeah.
or Luvon or someone, but I know it was somebody with some reach.
No, yeah,
I'll,
I'm looking around. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Sorry, I was just gonna say I'll use my minor illusion to conjure up a vision of him for us all to remind ourselves what he looks
Okay.
like
Yeah.
before we
Yes.
split off.
This cutie.
Are we splitting into twos? Or are we just going 4 different directions?
All right. Who wants to go to bagel stand with me? I do not want bougie food. Maybe somebody more bougie.
I was thinking Brozzig and Paisley both have advantage on perception because you have your eye thing and I have my robe of eyes, so maybe we could split up into separate groups.
Okay.
Sure.
In that case, I'm going to enforce Oleg and Del being together.
All right, let's
We
go.
split the other way a lot, but we've not split that way very much.
Yeah,
So
let's
Brozzig
go.
and Vulgo, you're headed to the bagel stand. There's a long queue, but you do see people being served exceptionally quickly. And the reason for that is pretty obvious when you start poking your head around the corner, and there are 4 fairly small, fairly thin, automatons working behind the counter. They're moving at a speed and serving 4 long. Everybody there seems to be a factory worker, looking fairly industrial. You would have seen this place when you were working. Although you guys would have been at the food pill stations, you would have passed these places. So you know the vibe here. Everybody's a middle level worker. Nobody's sort of grunt level, drone level factory workers, and nobody's a manager here or anybody of import. They're just all the middle management, all the annoying people that everyone hates.
Sure.
the white collar
Yeah,
workers.
they're almost all suited, and it's sort of like they're all the same, even though they're different races.
Yeah.
You keep seeing people with like close cut hair, clean shaven, really simple lines, modern. Almost everyone is on a device of some sort or staring into space, into VR or whatever. They're all hooked into the technology line except one man. And he stands out from the crowd for that very reason. He is very tall. From the back, you're not exactly sure what race he is, but you would assume perhaps a Goliath or a Furbo or something like that. There's no ears giving away any sort of sign. But instead, he's just sort of standing on one foot and then the other. He looks like he's got all the time in the world. We see that he's got a large cigar in his hand, and as he turns, you will note that he is indeed a Goliath. And he's wearing a sort of very long coat over a knitted jumper, the pair of jeans, and he just looks like he has just all the time in the world. And at one point, he even lets somebody walk past him in the line. He just doesn't seem bothered. He is super standing out.
Is there a big sign that says what kind of bagels they do?
So there is sort of 4 screens just above the truck, and they're sort of flashing through different images of different bagels, as well as also showing like the entire price list and all sorts of things like that. Do you want to know all of the things that are on it?
Name
not
all
necessarily
10,000
all-
bagels.
Yeah, not necessarily all of them, but maybe like today's specials. Like I'm gonna get me to buy something.
Sell me.
Yeah.
So there's a tuna bell pepper crunch. There's a peri peri chicken with house slaw. There's your standard chicken mayo, tuna mayo and sweet corn. There's a salt beef and mustard. There's a pastrami. There's a Reuben. There's
Okay, you've said enough.
sausage and bacon.
I'll tap Brozzig on the shoulder. Do you think I should get a peri peri chicken or the solid beef And mustard.
Oh, the beef and mustard was calling my name too, my young friend. That is perfect. You get two.
Okay, let's get 2 of those. Okay.
It's salt beef with dill pickle and English mustard.
Oh, it looks like it's a meal deal. Do you want to drink with that?
And only if they have beer. But you know,
there is no alcohol served here. You can choose between sparkling water and coffee.
Oh.
That is it.
Oh.
Sparkling
Okay,
water
no meal deals. We'll just
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad
when we
to
get
see
up
you
there,
eating.
we're in the queue at the moment.
I'm glad to see you eating street food, but look at this tall gentleman over here. He seems like everybody here is, you know, no one wants to talk. They're all staring off into space, but this gentleman seems like he's, you know, kind of doing his own thing. Maybe he has seen what has been happening around here. Maybe we should go talk to him while we're waiting. I'll hold space in line.
Good luck.
Oh, that way around. Okay. Okay. I can do this. I mutter to myself as I walk away. And I very like awkwardly like and like whack him with my arm as I fake yawn.
Are you trying to romance him?
I'm trying to subtly get his attention without like
master.
being like, "Hello, you."
He's going to get shot again. Oh no.
Not like this.
Yeah, you get his attention. Sort of looks around. Well, hello. How can I
Oh,
help?
sorry. I didn't mean to whack you. I was just stretching. Busy day, right?
No, I can't say that it's particularly busy for me today.
Oh. Hey, it's hot, right? At least it's a dry heat.
It is temperate as always.
Yeah, crazy, right?
Almost
Have you
made it
seen
small.
what's
In
been
fact,
on the
anything
news
but
lately?
Everything is always
know.
the same. Yes, somebody was shot at the Anovia Awards.
Yeah, crazy, right?
Oh,
I guess.
I hear it was someone from the Republic. I hear they don't forget things like that.
Looks at you and I see. Can I help you at all?
Yeah, you know, me and my friend over there, we
Brozzig
were.
Oh my god!
We were.
He's the man that got shot!
what?
Oh no! Don't say that so loudly, please. We're just trying to get some food.
As he says this quite loudly, and he is the Goliath, various people will turn around and start photographing you, Brozzig.
Oh no!
Do they move out of the queue?
No.
Ah.
Well, they're far too well trained for that. Your face has been all over the TV screens, all over the news. Nada Quick with the news.
Oh no!
She
The
sold me
eye
out.
and everything.
He sold me out.
Nope, she weren't a source. It's just a picture of your face. The man who was shot at the Anovia Awards. Doesn't have a name. She doesn't have anything else. She just says you're a man from the Kinishira Republic.
Wow. At least it's not Vulgo's picture. Mikayla would be mad, I think.
Kaiser would have killed you.
Would have been Saurus's picture. But Saurus is a real person.
Yeah,
Mm,
that would have been difficult. Good
that
job
would
on
have been
it.
bad too.
Lying.
Can I do something as everybody starts staring at me?
Mm-hmm.
Can I do something? So I want to use prestidigitation.
Wow.
We're at the bagel truck, right?
Yeah.
You
You're
said there's like a
about
noodle.
202nd in line.
And there's like a noodle. There's like a noodle truck
Quite a
next
way
door
away,
too.
but-
Okay, so at the front of the bagel
There
truck,
is a truck next door. It's a burger store.
a burger store. Okay, so I want to do with prestidigitation. I want to make a noise,
Yeah.
like towards the burger store, that says "free burgers." First 100 customers get a free burger.
Wow.
Like, to create a distraction. I'm gonna run the other way.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Give me a stealth check with advantage.
Okay.
Unless you normally have disadvantage, at which one you can roll straight.
I normally have disadvantage.
You switched your
yes.
letters though, right?
I did. I don't know. I'll just roll straight. It's fine.
Okay.
Can I do sleight of hand? This is kind of like a sleight of hand move.
No.
Okay.
Mm,
You're specifically trying to avoid being noticed by somebody. The sleight of hand is giving you the advantage. The stealth
I rolled a 6.
Okay. And the one person who will notice you is
Oh no.
the Goliath who's with Vulgo. So the rest of the group sort of 3 burgers. They've forgotten about you instantly. You didn't even need to
Nice.
roll away. You could have just stood still. As about 100 people move from one queue to the other. Vulgo will be very pleased. The queue moves forward.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll move forward in the queue.
Your friend makes a swift escape. Look at him go. He runs like a dwarf.
Yeah, I better get those bagels.
There's still a queue. Perhaps you can jump in front of me if you like.
Oh, thank you.
Now, you came over and approached me and made conversation, but as yet you don't seem to have got to the point.
I look around for Brozzig.
So the 12's a very
no longer remembers the point.
You hear, Brozzig, you hear in your head, ask him about Alexander, show him picture, they run to me, I have to get out of here.
Yeah, okay. Well, actually, I was looking for someone.
What am I?
Yeah.
Get me the bagel. Get me a bagel too. Don't forget.
Yeah, I'll as I say that, I then turn to see that the queue's moved, and I'll step forward. 2 beef bagels with mustard, please. Make one of those a meal deal, please.
Salt beef or smoked beef?
Jeez.
Both salt.
He nods. The automaton, and moments later hands you
Thank
bagels.
you. Great. And then I'll turn, still standing in the queue.
You were getting to the point.
Yeah, so I was looking for this man on our major image.
He's now at the front of the queue and he's making conversation with you, and the people behind are beginning to get really annoyed at him, and he is so blasé about it. Oh. He looks like a journalist, don't you think? I don't know him, but
His name's Alexander.
Right. I don't know him at all, but you want to try over there, and he points towards that bougie quarter where those people are. Alternatively, their buildings are on 7th and 8th.
Whose buildings?
The journalist people.
Oh.
Like the old school ones, you know.
Oh.
He's got that look about
Okay.
him. He wants to go back a couple of 100 years.
I can see that.
I'm
okay.
getting there. You relax. Plenty of time.
Well, thank you.
That's okay. I have a question for you, if you don't mind.
Oh, okay.
Pastrami or tuna mayo?
Oh, not tuna. You don't know how
Pastrami
long
it
it's
is, you're
been
right.
sat out for.
You're very correct. I'll take a pastrami bagel, please. Granary. And he just sort of waits around. And says, thanks for your time. I think.
Yeah. Thank you. Have a good day.
Post-roll.
Bye. And I slowly back away and then sprint away.
I feel like Josh is the DM stream because he never ever asks any NPC their name ever.
I don't need to. I don't need to forget
really
more
is
names.
the DM stream. I don't ever
really
have
don't.
to think of a name because you just don't ask.
No. Yeah, and then I'll run towards the old-timey
And
journalist
you
buildings,
will
and
get there
I'll
later.
I'll telepathically tell Brozzig to meet me there. It's on 7th and 8th.
Okay. What about you people in the bougie land? What are you guys doing?
Is this where the noodles are? The noodle buns?
It's bougie noodles.
Okay, good. Yeah, I want one of those.
So it's very, very popular, but you're not far from the sort of artisan coffee and pastry, where I'm sure Vulgo would have informed you that there's a possibility Alexander might be.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
That's where Oleg would ultimately like to go.
Okay, so you get in queue behind a bunch
He'll
of people
indulge,
looking
basically.
super modern. Everybody's looking incredibly flash. You do see some management here in the noodle bun queue. You see a lot of people who are engaged in incredibly busy calls on communication devices, often putting people on hold and speaking to somebody else. Nobody's talking to each other, but everyone is talking. They're engaged in whatever they're doing. There are people who are sort of typing in midair frantically. And this queue is sort of like regiment, absolutely perfect, straight line. 2 by 2 by 2 by 2 by 2. Everyone in dead perfect line. There's about 100 people in line. Are you getting in line?
Yeah, I'll get in line. Just trying to look nonchalant. But with my robe of eyes, I can see in all directions, so I'm just scanning everywhere for that guy, Alexander.
You don't see him. I will give you that.
All right.
But if you want to give me a perception check, you might see some other things.
Okay, I will do that. Wow, and get a 21.
Wow.
Okay. You do see some people wearing similar-looking coats, similar-looking glasses, and fairly similar-looking hair, long hair for the most part. Most of them are human. A couple of them are elves. You do also see one who fits in, although none doesn't fit the look, because he's a lizard folk. But he does still have the long sort of trench coat, that sort of Oxford trench coat, in beige, of course, or brown. He's wearing suede shoes. He's got, glasses that are with thick rims.
These guys look like they might be friends of his.
That are standing around, and the big difference is that they're having a very casual, relaxed conversation. Each of them is holding either a pastry or a noodle bun and a coffee.
They certainly look like they dress in the same antiquated style.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe it's their uniform.
You do hear a sort of snorted laughter from in front of you as two of the moderners look back to you and just sort of like, who are you calling antiquated? But they don't say it. They just think it.
Wow.
It is very clear you do not belong in this queue.
That's fine. I try not to look
La-di-da.
Self-conscious. Even though I am.
Sorry, I do need to just do one thing, which is to charge Josh.
Excuse me.
That's right, pay the price.
So it'd be 250 credits for the two bagels and one meal deal drink.
I got it.
Thank you.
Okay.
Well, I'm about to buy something too.
Yeah, if you do get to the front, Paisley, every single dish is the same price. They are all 200 credits each. And they come served with a drink.
Great. Ooh, yeah, give me one of those noodle buns.
Every drink is the same. It looks, at first glance, it looks a bit like a slush puppy or a slushy or whatever you guys call it in the US or Canada. Does that name translate to everyone?
Yeah, great. I got the gist.
Okay. But when you actually get it, it's not cold at all. It's like a very bitty smoothie. And from what you can identify, it's definitely got a lot of cucumber in it.
Okay, cucumbers are like pickles. Paisley's favorite food, so I'll eat that.
It's a very health kick smoothie.
I see what kind of establishment we're in now.
Suddenly, Paisley realizes she's in the wrong place.
Yeah.
But yes, you
green
can get
juice.
The queue. Oleg, would you be approaching them, or would you be waiting in the queue with Paisley until?
I'll wait in the queue with Paisley, but I'm not ordering any of this garbage.
I'm
not gonna order any of this.
Oh, you don't want anything from them? Yeah, that's fair.
Food.
Okay, so it's just the 200 credits then.
All right. Yum.
Would you want prawn, salmon, chicken, beef, duck, hoisin mushroom,
God.
and then there is also the mystery fish, it says, which you would assume is raw, some sort of like sashimi sort of thing. And there's also buttered pork and pulled pork.
Oh my goodness, these all sound so good. What do you think, Oleg? The mystery fish is kind of speaking to me.
Oleg will look at her like,
what is wrong with you?
the mushroom sounded nice.
All right,
mushroom?
I'll play it safe. I'll get the pulled pork, please.
Okay. Yeah, it's pulled pork, but it's pulled pork and sauerkraut. On the noodles, which is it's a really nice mix. If you've never had pulled pork and sauerkraut, you should try it in life. It's a beautiful thing. Wouldn't suggest having it on noodles, but yeah, whatever. So you grab one of those, and then there's these 5 artisanal-looking people, and the pastry and coffee places behind them. What's the plan?
So bring your meal over there, basically. Sit down.
Let's go. I'll look casual.
They're standing. They're not at a seated area. They're sort of standing around, just talking to each other.
Are they close enough to Are they close enough to the coffee counter that I can sort of stand there and order whilst Paisley's able to just stand next to me?
Yeah, easily. And not only that, but there's no queue at the coffee counter. It's clear.
Oh, good.
Well, I'll walk up to the coffee counter.
Okay. There is no coffee. You can take for yourself a skinny latte with cinnamon. You can take a frappuccino with caramel icing. You can take a gingerbread cappuccino. They've got a moschino, whatever the hell that is. They've got a double macchiato.
Oleg is looking almost like
the healthy coffee bean. Like
he's
every
gonna look-
copy is super fancy, artisanal, modern shite.
He's gonna look down at Paisley
Sounds
and be like,
horrible.
"Help me out here, Paisley." What do I want?
The gingerbread one sounded fun and festive, right? It's nowhere near Christmas time, right?
No, not
The
really.
the gingerbread one, please.
Yeah.
Okay, so you'd want a tall, non-fat gingerbread latte with caramel drizzle.
Oh, that sounds good. That sounds
Yes,
good,
that
Oleg.
one.
Okay, that's 250 credits. Do you want a pastry to come with it? Mm-hmm. You were the one who
Oh,
wanted the
God.
fancy artisanal coffee.
You gotta get the pastry.
Fucking
Pastries
tap
look-
my fucking. No, I'm not gonna
Pastries
get a
do look
pastry.
good. They're only 100 extra.
It's only 100.
Give me them pastry.
Yay!
So there's a Belgian chocolate brownie with caramel swirl. There is a millefeuille. There is a wonderful sort of almond croissant with dusted cinnamon icing. There's
I'll take the one with
hundreds.
funny name.
Millefeuille?
Yes.
Yes, this sort of a mustachioid pastry server with his beautiful apron that has been, you can see it's been artfully dirtied. He's dirtied it on purpose to make it look like he's
Oh
using
my
modern
god,
hands.
it's
He's got a little
so
name tag in
fake.
silver. Not on plastic, of course. It's been sewn in. He sort of hands you it on a very, very soft napkin.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Tell me,
also-
friend. These patrons of yours over here, and I'll point out the
Yes.
hipsters. Are they regulars of yours? They come often.
Of course. Our patronage is very loyal. Though smaller, we have more repeat customers than anyone else.
From where do they come from?
Various roles. Simon over there is an artist. And then Danny over there, he writes tech programs. And then he gestures to another gentleman. And I don't know his name, but he's a journalist.
They all work
That's
at
old school
different
journalism.
places.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I thought they were wearing some sort of uniform.
No, it is a uniform of sorts. It identifies them as people with open minds who have
They in a
time to
club?
focus on the things that matter in life. It's a psychological thing. You sort of you
Sounds-
see his eyes flick a couple of times, and you do see that hanging inside on the back of the door that leads him out of his food truck is one of these sort of long brown Oxford coats. You don't even look down, and you know he's wearing suede shoes behind that counter.
I'll say, well, it's very smart look, if I may say.
You could. Yes. He tries to compliment your clothing and gives up.
Is he wearing a watch?
He is wearing a watch. As you look over, it's a sort of old copper-timey watch. It doesn't even look like it has any digital understanding at all. And in fact, it's got a brown leather strap which looks worn. Again, purposely worn. It probably wasn't actually that worn. Somebody's done that on purpose. You can almost hear it ticking just from looking at it.
I couldn't
That's
help but
obnoxious.
notice this beautiful timepiece that you carry. You're an horologist as well.
This is an 1832 XT7439 from the finance era in Western Grabash, and he'll give you like some sort of eulogy about it. And then will eventually sort of
Fascinating.
when he zones back out of it, he'll tell you he bought it in a store in Mulside.
Oh, boy.
Oh.
After all of that,
Oh boy.
You know, have you noticed anyone else in this area with nice timepiece as well?
sounds like you're trying to get into proper fashion. We should have a word with Simon over there. He'll be more than happy to show you the ropes. I've got to serve somebody behind you, and he gestures behind you to a man who's wearing a sort of long blue coat. He's got a cravat on.
Oh my god.
Over a sort of pale peach shirt.
I'll look him up and down and sort of say my
Straight
apologies.
away, your eyes catch his sort of huge, perfectly made watch. It looks like a sort of 1930s Rolex. No problem. We've all got time for a conversation, coffee. I'm Isaac.
Oh, pleased to meet you. My name is Oleg.
From what I could hear, I couldn't help but overhear. I hope you don't mind. It sounds like you're trying to elevate your status in the world, find yourself some psychological equilibrium, discover the philosophy of life. Is that so?
Yeah, something along those lines.
You ought to get yourself a coat. And he'll give you the name of a tailor's in Groverside. And tell them Isaac sent you. I'll give you 10% off.
This is very kind of you, Isaac.
And then he sort of looks over your shoulder and can I have a non-fat frappuccino, extra whipped cream, chocolate sauce?
I'll just walk away. I won't even.
Yeah. And then he'll sort of a one pub no whip mocha on the side. Yeah, he's it's another obnoxious coffee order. Paisley, as you're listening in, nothing you've heard so far makes any sense at all.
I was about to say, I don't know what the hell's going on in this place.
It sounds like they're talking about an old photography manual as good reading. That's about as close as you can get. Like, they're talking about some sort of old school, they're calling it a manual camera. And they speak in slightly obnoxious accents that you can clearly see are put on. And they're talking about this camera. This is in-depth, involved conversation. Give me an intelligence check.
Okay.
Fucking hipsters. Jesus Christ.
Natural 1, baby.
Okay. They all sound pretty smart. You're not really sure what they're on about.
This place is crazy. I'm gonna look at Oleg. Do we have enough of a lead? I don't know what's going on here.
So you were, just a reminder, you were informed that one of them is a journalist.
Oh, okay. Let's talk about that.
I
Wait.
think it may be worth approaching this group.
Okay,
Like
yeah.
one of them may know our mark.
They might know him.
Okay,
Alright,
can I just
sure.
confirm that Josh and Pat, were you going to the artisan coffee area or were you going to the journalist's quarter?
Brozzig ran down an alleyway to get away from the
Yeah. And then Vulgo followed you and told you where he was going. But I can't remember where he said he was going.
I assume we would have, because you were just doing their thing, right? We would have went back to the group. We wouldn't have just left without them.
Is that right, Josh? Are you going to 8th and 9th Street for the journalism?
I
factories?
thought we were gonna go to the journalist place.
All right, let's go to the journalist place. Brozzig wants to get away from the hubbub. He pulls his hood
as
up
you
and-
guys approach the journalism quarter, it's very obvious that these buildings are more squat. They're short. They're not looking particularly technical. There is large buildings to the right, which are the printing press, and those are like mostly dealing with digital media these days. Indeed, some of the stuff that's made for Naylor Quick would be done there. But these particular buildings on 7th and 8th are advertising retro journalism. Words you can believe. When it's printed on paper, it can't change in an hour, it says. That's what that shit's about.
Brozzig will check in with the Squawk Rock and he says, apparently, team, I am famous now. That snake, Nyla Quinn, put my face all over the news for getting shot.
Shit.
But we did find out, in addition to the fact that this place has delicious bagels, we think Alexander may be some sort of journalist, potentially. That makes sense to you?
Yeah, that's good. I have a group of people here. They look exactly like him, but not exactly him. One of them is a journalist for sure.
Well, maybe chat them up. We are on 7th and 8th. We found a place called Retro Journalism. I mean, he had old watch. Maybe he worked at old-timey...
Everyone here has old watch that
They
is
all
very
have
rare
a
and was bought in somewhere and wear a coat and they're all the same.
Well, I mean, Nyla Quinn's place is over here too, and I'm not going anywhere near future journalism bullshit. So, you want us
You
to
have
wait?
hat?
Or should we...
Volgo, do you have a hat for him?
I have hood. I have a hood. I will put my hood. I'm wearing the robe of the necromancer that we killed.
Oh,
I
shit.
love that.
Nice.
Would stand out of the crowd with that.
Inconspicuous.
Yeah,
Just a
that's
quick
not
note.
conspicuous at all.
The two of you that bought the salted beef bagel, +2 to wisdom till your next long rest.
Salted beef?
It's enhancing your perceptions, your flavor palette of incomparable proportions. Paisley, you had the noodles. Which noodle one
did.
was it?
Pulled pork.
It was the pulled pork.
Ah, yes, the to-go. You've never got time to stop anywhere. You'll have advantage on all dex checks, dex saves, including initiative.
Damn.
Wow, great. I feel
And then
ready to
there
go.
is the artisanal coffee.
Mm-hmm. Gingerbread.
Yeah. You may choose a +2 to. I
Oh.
think I know where you're going with this. A +2 to charisma or a +2 to intelligence. The long rest.
Oh.
Depending on whether you want to look intelligent or be intelligent.
Wow.
Hipsters are divided down the middle. They can't. You can't be both.
I think I will be intelligent.
Well, of course, and so you should.
As you
And
should.
as you approach Paisley, you will note very quickly that not one of these people talking about this photography manual actually have seen it or know anything about it. They're just trying to one-up each other on slightly odd jargon that they've heard somewhere. Are you approaching the journalist?
Yeah. Not too.
Isaac comes
excuse
over,
me.
sort of walking past you, and he will introduce you. He sort of leans over, and this is Oleg, and oh, I have a friend, Oleg.
Yes, this is my friend Paisley.
Yo.
And the journalist will introduce himself as Mathieu. Not Matthew, Mathieu.
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 It's a difficult name to pronounce.
I apologize. My father, he is from far west.
Okay.
Honduras.
You all share these strange naming conventions then.
Yeah, that we do. Yeah, how
Well,
might we enlighten you, friend?
Well, I could not help but actually our mutual friend here, Isaac, has informed me that you are a journalist of sorts.
Ah, that I am. I'll be writing real news, of course. Real printed paper, you know.
Yes, it's fascinating, so I'm told. A lost art, I'm sure.
It is a dying one, that is certain. We aim to keep it alive. We tell the real news, you know.
As
Did you know it?
opposed to-
Did you know it wasn't the dwarf that was shot at the Innovia Awards? It was someone else. I'm well informed.
What?
Is that so?
You're kidding.
The dwarf was lying.
The
No.
dwarf was lying. They're such
don't
an honest
think-
folk.
Well, they
I'm
hide it
Duergar,
well.
you're both wrong.
Duergar are dwarves.
Sounds like everyone was misinformed. Wow. Well, you seem connected. Do you know anyone named oh gosh, what was his name again? Oleg.
Aleksander.
Yeah, I'm trying to
Aleksander
act
Svensson?
casual.
Yeah.
That's the one. That was his
What
name.
a
yeah.
wonderful, upstanding citizen of the finest level. We were
I-
colleagues until just recently.
Wholeheartedly agree.
Just
sorry?
recent-
We were colleagues until just recently. We worked at the same
Oh.
on the same newspaper, but he left. He's pursuing something more, or so he said. He believed he had witnessed a momentous event, and he wanted to explore it more thoroughly.
He's gone
Oh.
private?
Indeed, almost like a private investigator of sorts. He's taken up smoking a pipe.
Whoa.
I know one of those.
Has he met Detective Inspector
He'd
Roland?
fucking love to. He will tell you though, however, if you're looking to visit him, he has an office in Groverside.
Is that so?
Wow.
That would piss you off. That's why Vacase it was.
Yeah,
I
we just got-
know. We were
there.
just
Off the
there.
chop.
Through gritted teeth. Thank you.
If you're heading to Groverside, there's a wonderful artisanal coffee shop there. I can recommend it. It's
Well,
Patrice's-
perhaps I will visit after
Patrice's
I
patisserie.
after I see Isaac's tailor.
Indeed, you should. You should. It could only improve both of your looks.
Thank you.
You
You're
were
looking
most
a little,
gracious.
Pinned to the wire right now. Sometimes it's good to get off grid. You know? Really think
I'm
about
not
things that
sure.
matter in life.
Thank you.
I'll think about it.
You should.
Ollie, what the
Such a
hell are they
pleasure
talking
meeting you.
about?
I'll explain later.
Let's
Let's
go. Thank you guys. You've been very
You're so
helpful.
welcome. And if you do see Mr. Svensson, give him our respect. And tell him that he's thoroughly missed in the Circle of Five.
Circle of Five.
As you look around, there's 7 of them. You have no idea what he's on about.
Noted.
We'll do. Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
These
Okay,
guys
trot
are
on over,
local.
and you'll find Vulgo and a hooded Brozzig outside of 4 squat buildings that look out of place amongst these huge factories. This is where you've been told are the there's all these sort of old school journalism slogans in around it. This is really not the joke I was looking for.
Yeah,
Well,
do we find out the building he works in, or
we had a good lead. The man used to work here.
okay, that's great, but he doesn't. Where is he now? That is sort of the important part.
Well, I hope you're excited to go back to Groverside.
God damn it, we were just there like an hour ago.
That's what I said.
Oh my god.
You know, but
It's okay. Maybe we can pop in to see Mikayla again.
Yeah, it sounds like Alexander's moving up in the world.
He's elected to go private. He's apparently pursuing some sort of story.
Oh, but that's probably it's probably us. We are probably the story. I mean,
No doubt.
Yeah, probably.
we should probably let them know. Just maybe some more details potentially. Is there like a newsstand like around? Can I buy a newspaper from one of these? From
Yes,
one of these?
yes, you can
Please.
outside. There is the venerable Vermont, newspaper, not the state, obviously. And you can see that although it is printed, it's printed with a handwritten style, like an oldie English 1930s newspaper with a terrible amount of squiggles. It's almost illegible.
Okay.
You on the front
I want
page?
to buy.
It's 70 credits. On the front page is a picture of a very, very blurred Brozzig.
That's what I. That's what I
And
want.
then it says, claiming to be shot? The true story at the Anovia Awards.
Oh no.
And the true story, as you read it, is that it was a Goliath that was shot by a fire genasi in the bathroom.
They are very well informed.
They
That is
don't,
the
however,
correct
know anything about Vulgo or Brozzig, and they've left both of them out of the story.
Okay.
Okay.
Got two halves of a whole story.
Exactly, right? And none of them include Brozzig. Yeah. So you can buy that at 70 credits.
Well, I mean, I guess I just wanted to read the front. Let me just read the front story. I don't need to buy.
Yeah, you can read it there, but there are lots and lots of stories in it if you do want to flick through it.
Okay, we'll get it. 70 credits. Yeah, let's get
I'll
it.
buy it.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's buy it.
Just give me sports page, and you can have the rest.
It is,
Oleg.
well, you'll be a bit disappointed by the sports page when you turn it over, because you will find that it is stories about sportsmen, but not like their sport. It's their real lives.
There's a cancer pack.
Aw.
So it's, it's sort of talking
No
about...
stats.
No, talking about a recent marriage in the golfing world, like all that sort of stuff. There's lots and lots of trying to sell you holidays and all these fancy trips, but scattered throughout are lots of very interesting and fairly truthful articles about Martin Sovard's progress for the people, about the Preachers for Peace and their pushing influence on Oliver, the government. Hello, Naomi. And there is one particular story about a man who can paint art instantly that looks exactly real.
Ooh.
There is a story of a tattooed man whose tattoos are coming to life and trying to kill him.
Ooh.
There are lots of interesting stories with lots of grains of truth. And sorry, Josh, I will come to you in a second. There is one particular article that will catch your eye about the collusion. Rumor says that events are going to go down in Moolside in the next couple of weeks. And they even include the name of the person who will perpetrate the drama.
That's going to be our next level up.
And they've written Aza, A-Y-Z-A. You would know that is pretty close to Aisha, and the description's not bad.
Well,
Why is all this collusion information just out in the public?
Everything there is information that shouldn't really be there. These people are very well informed.
We also know that it's not all 100%.
It's all
It's
slightly
all a
correct.
little, a
So
little off.
it's like the National Enquirer level, kind of like
Exactly
is it
that,
real?
exactly
Not
that.
real. Like
It's a bunch of PIs putting their information together and not quite getting it the full picture. Sorry, Josh, you were going to say.
could I have the astrology section? I both want to read my star sign and check out Mystic Meg of this world
You are
to see
going
what
to
she's
be
saying.
So disappointed. The astrologer section is a factual reporting of the moving of the stars and planets.
Oh, that sounds cool.
an astronomy section.
Nah.
And
Not for me,
there is
but
no
someone.
Mystic Meg. However, there are 10 gentleman ways to solve life problems. And these are things like ironing techniques, and other ways of basically.
What is this, the 1920s?
Well, it's as if men doing housework or taking on pre-described female roles is a brand new thing. That's how they're treating it.
Okay. Is there any
good way to
agony
roast
on
chicken?
articles?
No, that is the replacement.
Oh no!
Gentleman's
Throw it
life
away.
hacks. But you have.
Oh
one...
wait, but is
The
there?
newspaper
So
is getting thinner and thinner as we.
wait, so in one of the newspapers, they have like a section, because I always read it if it's on the tube. It has a section where it's like people write in and they're like, "Hey, you girl with the green bag, I saw her in the tube that day."
Misconnections?
Yes.
Misconnections.
If you read this,
It
give
is
me a call or
very like
whatever.
that, but it's about people trying to connect through friendship, not love.
Oh no! Throw it
Aw.
away.
And it's all about sort of I saw you staring misty-eyed at the poetry on the metro rail. I thought we could be like-minded, you with the long green jacket.
Wow.
And then it gives like the tailor of the jacket in detail.
no.
I was the man in the insert tailor detail here, blue coat, with the X watch. You know, it really is like
Wow.
it's
Oh,
gentleman hipsters.
I always
Riding
find
down
it
the
so
gentleman
silly
hipsters.
reading it on the paper because I'm like, who is gonna? That person is not not gonna read this,
What
and B,
are
if
the
they
odds?
do, they're not gonna clock. They're the woman
The
with the green
Metro,
bag on
the Metro
Tuesday.
once
Who wrote
had
it?
a
I mean,
front
God,
page
no.
article of two people in the missed connections section getting married.
Oh, it's all fake.
It made the front
Fake
page.
Wow.
It made the
Fake
front page
news.
like that 10 years
It's
ago.
propaganda.
It was
It
that
is.
unusual. It was this one-off moment. But anyway,
Oh, no.
are we off to Groverside?
I guess.
I don't think there's anything else.
Now that everyone's been disappointed by this newspaper,
Yeah, let's play some.
are there any
appropriate-
comics,
Look
actually?
at that,
Any
look
funnies?
At that
Oh,
look at that
yeah.
picture. Doesn't even look like me. This is bullshit. How
Uh,
did
Any
everybody recognize me?
Garfield?
There is a comic.
Yes, one singular.
No, it's all about the dog detective, and he's a pipe-smoking dog who solves low-level crimes.
Aw, this is cool, guys. I cut out that part of the newspaper
Yeah,
and throw
it's
the
pretty
rest
good.
away.
It's pretty good. Let's
Finally,
say some
something good in this book.
appropriate.
I mean,
characters.
newspaper.
Oh, we're going to a speakeasy.
No, but that's sort of the feeling you got from the newspaper from these artisanal French pastry places. And so, as you head to Groverside, you can head to Aleksander Svensson's office.
This is kind of nerve-wracking, right? I feel like we've heard so much about this guy. What if he's... I don't know what to expect.
I mean, he saved our lives. You know, he must be cool, dude. This should be fine.
As you approach, there's a sort of dark wooden sign that says "Low Light." Oh, I've lost the name. I literally had it on the page, and I thought I'll remember that.
Story of my life.
Low Light Reportings.
Mm.
I'll knock on the door.
Okay. You knock, and there's this sort of there is a large brass knocker for you to knock with. So there's a little
Oh, yeah.
tiny bell that you can ring if you prefer.
I'll do both.
Okay. And after a moment, a man comes to the door and opens the door, and you will know immediately this is Aleksander Svensson.
You're Alexander Spencer.
No, I'm Aleksander Svensson, but
Oh,
should make her
Spencer.
acquaintance.
Sorry.
Who's Spencer?
I don't know. I thought that's what you said. You're Alexander Spencer.
that is all.
Oh.
You
Do you know us?
We need a little more aid in that.
This is an inside conversation, my friend. May we come in?
Of course. He will lead you.
We shuffle on in.
Give me a second.
I'll close the door behind me.
Something very specific. Yeah, he sort of gestures over towards a sort of round table with beautiful, intricate designs all over it. There is a ready coffee pot there, and he will pour into these sort of large ceramic mugs. Actually, going to take a seat. Can I help you?
I will take a seat.
Go on, do it, whatever it is.
Sorry, just really quickly before Oleg closes the door, I'm going to have Kai wait outside, perhaps like on the roof of the building, because I can telepathically speak to Kai. So just to like keep an eye out of any like if anyone was watching us, if there's any shady people around.
He can't communicate back with you telepathically, I don't think. Is that correct?
With info you can communicate. Yeah, but I
Okay.
think that's
So he can
because
speak.
usually familiars can't talk.
No,
so.
but he can speak, so should he need to, he will come and bump into the bell to give you some money.
Perfect.
That's way cuter, so that works.
So he gestures for the four of you to sit down.
Thank
I
you.
will so.
So, to what do I owe this?
Do we have the note on us?
I don't know. Did
The
you bring
original
the
note, or
notes?
did we toss
Sure.
it?
Yeah, we absolutely still have that.
Oh,
in
you can have brought the letter if you want.
treasury.
I don't see
Yeah.
why not.
I mean,
Does this mean anything to you?
Were you the recipients? That fateful day has been life-changing.
For you?
Investigation of the
For you?
strange disappearing company.
so you
Everything
know.
from there is being divergences, strange currents, people who shouldn't exist, AIs who have escaped the system. Fascinating.
People
not-
who shouldn't exist?
I've not reported a word, I promise. I feign these low-light reportings. I've been using it to make some money, but only to keep me investigating this. I have some information. Please, come through to the back. You can bring the coffee.
Okay.
And he
No,
will
I'm
lead you to
saying
the...
there.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Keep talking. Keep describing.
He'll lead you through to a back room, which looks like the room of a sick man. There are two very, very dim lights in the ceiling, and a huge pinboard on the back. You know, one of those sort of what are they made of? Like sort of fake. They look like cardboard, but they're not. Like cork.
Corkboard?
Yeah, corkboard. That's
Yeah,
what
no, I
it's
know what you
called.
mean. Yeah.
Does it look like
Huge
that
corkboard.
meme of Charlie where it's got
Yes, that's
strings
exactly-
everywhere?
Yes.
Papers?
No. This is worse. This is way worse.
It's worse.
Because it is handwritten notes just stuck everywhere.
When you say
It's
sick
like-
man,
He doesn't
you don't
he
mean
doesn't know
cough, cough,
comedy.
you mean
James doesn't know
woo.
comedy. He doesn't know
Oh,
comedy.
yeah, he would have
It
never
looks like
that
he's
is it.
absolutely lost his mind. No, I know
No,
what you
yeah.
mean with all the strings, but this is not
No,
like that.
but
It's just one over and after
There
over
he
and
is.
another, with hundreds of pins. It's a little like that, but it's just little tiny handwritten notes everywhere.
It's crazy.
And
Like
he'll tell
little
you that
post-it notes.
they're all written in
that's
code,
creepy.
in beautiful calligraphic handwriting, which is his own handwriting. And then there's these sort of like there are 4 pictures at the top that they're like almost like silhouette pictures of you guys, but they're wrong. They're just slightly wrong. Sort of an image of what he thinks you might look like based on reporting to the people who worked at the company and people who haven't then. And he's been taking singularly people who worked at Focus Tech before and people who now work at Screws and Nails and connecting them up to find out who's missing, and that's how he's tried to identify the 4 of you. There are 20,000 employees on his board.
Why did you try and why did you save us?
That's what I was told.
Told.
A watch started speaking to me. This old thing, and he'll show you a beautiful watch.
Oh,
like this
no.
wonderful old sort of Rolex watch. It started to
Yeah.
speak out loud.
You've heard about the watch.
I thought it was my mind. I thought I was losing it, and then it informed me that it was an AI who'd managed to bug the system and could save only 4 individuals from a company that was going to disappear tomorrow. And if I would place my trust in him, that I would know that the company would disappear, and I wouldn't forget when everybody else would. It knew.
Yeah,
It knew what was coming.
that was
But why
Zetrius.
us?
He told the truth.
He just said that
Us,
you
personally.
happened to be at the right place in a document
was
on a
random.
page. You're just the right numbers. And yet,
We just got
such
lucky.
fate, such a story. Yet, you must be so ill-equipped to deal with such problems.
You could say that again.
It's an understatement.
Here are all the people that stand to benefit. And he has a list compiled of 78 different CEOs of companies who would benefit if Focus Tech disappeared. 145 politicians who would benefit from the shift in focus tech not existing anymore based on the shares that they had in the company.
Maybe it was the Illuminati.
Maybe it was. He takes you very seriously and sort of, I haven't heard of them, but they sound like a shadow organization. I do have the name of another shadow organization. These people are behind it. I know these people are behind it. I just don't know who they are. And he'll sort of turn over to another bit and he'll show you like some random squiggles and he'll say, Capcube. This is this is them. This is the organization. Capcube. I don't know what it means.
We've heard
Me
this
neither,
before.
but
I've
yeah,
identified one member. I am certain. But this information, it's dangerous. It's very dangerous. Do you want to be involved in? I suppose you can't not be involved in it.
We're already involved.
Yeah, you show us yours, we'll show you ours.
Richard Vega.
We could fill in some holes here.
Well.
A Vega transport.
It's part of their logistics.
Of course.
What does he stand to gain?
I don't know.
Everything.
But I do know two things. The day before Focus Tech disappeared, he withdrew all of his shares.
Very sus. Insider trading.
The second piece of information is that his trucks were moving 6,000 metric tons of Focus Tech design products the day after the company ceased to exist.
Moving them to where?
I don't know. They have their own tunnels. Trace that.
As in, like, underground where that plant thing is?
You know about these. You were literally at the Inovia Awards when he announced these amazing new sort of teleportation tunnels from one place to another.
Right.
He has them on a smaller scale in Anakesia, is what you're being informed. So you can only find out where they start. You can't see where they go without being in a truck.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've tried putting tracking devices on, but they don't follow the truck. They just disappear at the point of teleportation.
Did you say Capcube was the name of the shadow organization?
Yeah. They're the Illuminati.
Yeah.
Okay.
I see you have periods there. What is it? An acronym? What does
It is an
Capcube
acronym,
stand
I'm
for?
sure. I
We don't.
have some theories, but I'm not certain. I think it's either the different companies involved in some sort of description of them,
Conglomerate?
or, well, I think the first C might stand for communication or cybernetics, or something like that, an area of business, or it's the type of company. For example, Vega Transport, they work in like logistics or transportation or something like that.
There's no L or T in Capcube.
I know. Seems very frustrated about this. But something like that.
Have you ever thought to get in the back of one of Vega's trucks?
I value my life.
I mean, speaking of, it's a good thing you did not publish any of this. There are some powerful people looking for us, and if you
Yes, there
are
are.
also aware, you know more.
There are definitely some powerful people looking for you. I know that much.
I mean, we were
I
just
only
at
know
the
who their minions are. I don't know who's sending them out.
We were just at the Inovia Awards, and they were passing around notes to private investigator looking for people that
What
met
were
our
you
description.
doing there? It's a good place to
it's
get
a whole-
killed.
It's a whole thing.
Yeah,
Volgo almost did. He got shot. It was.
I think
was
if
great.
we talk about why we're there, we will get killed. So just, it's a whole.
We have had to make some bargains with some people in order to survive the past couple of weeks. So, you know how it goes.
Speaking of bargains with people, if there's anybody you want to shelter, anybody you want to find safe, I know the name of a surgeon.
Surgeon.
He reaches into his
And-
pocket and he pulls out a small little metal, sort of like it's almost like a card case. He folds it open, and inside are 3 pieces of focus tech plastic, microplastic work. These are my implants.
This takes me back.
I had them
You
taken
took
out.
that was the good idea.
That is what
Alexander.
Thikgrik told me. That's why I remembered.
Oh.
You can each take 500 experience points.
Yay!
These have been accessible since session 1. Pat knew it.
Mhm.
Sorry, how
That's
many?
500 each.
Jesus.
Total is
That is a
1995.
Guaranteed piece of information that
Yeah.
implants are what made people forget
Crikey.
focus tech. He knows this for
Told
certain.
yous.
Most of you are
Which
on the
we've
same
had
line.
multiple clues about, but it's good to have the
yeah.
final
Yeah,
confirmation.
that is. Yeah.
Well, not only that, but he also shows you the connection. This is focus tech plastic.
Yes.
I think that's how they put it in. Whatever it was that made people forget. They put it in the plastic. That's my thinking.
Did you have your implants pulled out? You had them pulled out before. Zetrix warned
day
you
before.
before the company? Yeah.
Well,
Just
at
him who
least we
gave him
don't
the
have
name
to
of
worry
the
about
surgeon.
that.
He goes
Wait,
by
who
the
gave him?
Zetrix gave him the name.
Zetrix told him the surgeon. Okay.
He goes by the name Letters.
Whoa.
Letters.
Yes, and it is spelled like these. Like these.
Oh.
It is spelled like that. He is an automaton surgeon.
Cool.
That's his AI name. He's actually an L3 TRZ, but he spells it with an E. This is cool. It's like lead speak, you know?
Yep.
But backwards, because
Exactly.
it actually is lead speak, and he's changed it to real text.
Yeah.
We should be able to communicate. If you... I'm very careful. The address here is safe. You can send post if you need.
You're sure?
Yes. Only 2 types of delivery do I let in. It's got to be delivered either by sunfly or by hand.
So we have one of those.
We have a sunfly.
Oh! You still have the sunfly? You have Kai?
Oh, you know him.
He works
Is
at
it
It's
our,
yours.
I wanted to get rid of him, but I was outvoted.
He works at the mail company that I left. He came with me. That's how I knew how to send the document.
Yeah.
It's safe.
He's mine now.
Oh, that's wonderful. I'm so glad he's got somewhere safe. You keep him safe,
Wow.
yeah?
Possessive.
Yes.
You know, his
course.
favorite treats are cashew nuts.
Oh.
Oh.
Did you
Volgo,
know
I
that,
haven't
Volgo?
seen you feed him one time.
He doesn't need to eat. He just loves cashew nuts.
I didn't realize he ate at all.
He just likes chewing them.
No, he lives off sunlight. He absorbs sunlight, but not great
Yeah.
if he's in your backpack. Or the collusion tunnels. He loves cashew nuts. They're his thing.
No.
Oh, you say hi from me. That's so wonderful. He seems so.
I mean,
happy.
he can come here, and I'll, because I don't think he
Okay.
needs to be near me for me to dismiss him, and then conjure him again.
Oh, that's kind of cheating, and I like it. Yeah, I love that. Can you dismiss him
Can I-
regardless of the range? I suppose you can. Right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Otherwise, yeah, hell, I love that.
Yeah,
I'll be a bit
great.
confused, and he just disappears and reappears in the room.
Yeah.
No warning, nothing.
No warning.
And he sort of like leaps around. Alexander, and I go around and around, and then Alexander's like, "Why?" And he like strokes him on the head. And he goes to a little bit of a cupboard, and he gets out like this sort of old jar, and he gets out some cashew nuts, and he sort of feeds them up to him. And Kai's like very happy. It's a lovely reunion. It's pretty.
Yeah. I'll walk over after they've had their reunion. I'll walk over to the window and pull it up. Out you go. Back to
Okay.
scouting.
Ew.
See you soon.
Just shut the window.
He sort of like
behind him.
does his left and right, and he gives you a very honest thanks, Alexander, for letting him know that Kai's still alive.
By the way,
Now-
speaking
How
of
can I
old
commu-
friends,
Oh, God.
your friends from the Council of Five, Sendergar.
Circle of 5? Wow, you
Sure.
tracked me down well. You could be investigators. God, I haven't seen the Circle of Five for a while.
What is the deal with
I don't blame you.
matching outfits? My friend
Those
said they have
guys are
matching outfits.
Squares.
Oh, it's a sign to others that you're on a level, you know?
You guys
No.
are like in a club? A cult?
No, it's more like a sort of
A
it's like a
lifestyle.
society. You can identify another member of the society by their outfit.
Can you ever?
Fraudsters have the incorrect watches, you see. It's usually the way to go.
Ah.
It's expensive to get into, but once you're in, it might seem silly to you, a bit bourgeois and nothing much, but a lot of powerful information gets traded through those channels, you know? Circle of Five,
I mean, yeah.
are some real people.
Seems to know a lot of stuff.
They're on a level, they know things.
A lot of stuff they shouldn't.
Yeah, and a lot of things they should, and a lot of things that the world should know, you know? And he starts to get a bit excited about it.
Yeah, okay, he's getting
But
fired
he will
up.
just inform you that basically the Circle of Five were 5 different journalists who started the conglomerative. No, sorry, somebody else used the word conglomerate and it's confused me now. They started the Collective. And the Collective is a small group of 5 little journalist companies who basically release a lot of very true information, but they water it down with other stuff to try not to get themselves killed, basically.
That's cool.
They try and release as much truthful information about what's really going on in the world as possible. He will tell you that they've also helped identify safe supply lines to help people get things that they need, including operations, medicine, all sorts else that they need. They help shelter the homeless. And in fact, Paisley, it's at this moment he suddenly looks at you. It's like, oh my God, Big Marge!
Yeah, you know her? You were down there, I heard.
Yeah, I heard they were your parents, right?
Well, my mom and her boyfriend, but sure, yeah.
Oh, they're safe, you know? They really are, I promise. That was the Circle of Five, that's their power, man.
Alright, I'm sorry for calling them squares. That was a cool...
Oh, they're totally squares, but we are totally squares, but it's important.
I thought they were
work.
circles. I thought they were circles. I'm
Oh,
confused.
it's okay.
Never mind.
He's very patronizing, like almost pats you on the head, like, don't worry about it. You want another coffee?
Say, Alexander, speaking of investigators and all, you know this detective Roland Inspector?
Oh, he's the real deal, man.
Yeah, we met him at those awards, and he got an interesting note.
Awards?
I
that's
can't
not a
fathom
circle he
why.
wants to tread in.
No, but he did get a note about this cap cube. What do you think that means?
He did? What did it say?
Just cap cube. That's it.
Yeah, it seems that he was hired by Joseph Quick to do some investigating
He's on my list!
At his factories. Yeah.
Grabbed it up. He's like 76 different CEOs. He's number 31. Right here.
Okay.
Entertainment, E.
Yeah,
Right?
that guy's suspicious as hell.
I mean, he is trying to co-opt our investigator friend, sell out his services.
That's not it though.
Yeah.
The robots. It's all about the robots.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
He
makes
has
some very rude robots, yes.
I agree.
Right. Exactly that. And then he sort of turns away from Brozzig and to everybody else. And he's like, so service drones. He's in control of the service drones.
That's correct.
Whether they're
Even
waiters,
hospitality.
bartenders, street cleaners, card dealers, you name it. If they're giving out information, if they've got information, if they're moving things on, if they're programmed incorrectly, that's Joseph Quick, man. E! Entertainment!
Okay. So what do we do about that?
I don't know. He said, that's as far as I got, man.
What have you found out about Martin Sovard? I may
He's
have
on the
told
good side,
him,
man.
I may have
He's
told
on the
him
good side.
the entire plan or the entire
He's
thing. That happened
facilitated a
to
lot of the
us.
circle. That's probably not a bad thing. He facilitated a lot of the Circle of Five. He's a good guy. He's one of the good guys, you know. Like he's
Oh.
real good. He's the main reason I think Medicorp is involved. Because Martin Solvard is the sort of person who would rat Capcube out. He would stand against them. That sort of oppression, that sort of high-level control. That is the opposite of what he stands for.
Well, that is why I told him about disappearing company, and he did not know anything about it, but...
He wouldn't. He's teched up, he is.
Oh, yeah.
We managed to score a tour of Medicorp.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get invited to a private tour?
Uh-oh.
That's correct.
With all fancy invitation, right?
Not a fancy invitation, rather a verbal one from...
He goes over and he gets like this piece of paper out and he sort of draws out the invitation. You did get a physical invitation.
That's right, he did have it.
He went and got the print guy. He got his son to print it out.
Yeah.
And he will draw up like a mock of the exact invitation you've got.
Well...
Don't go, man. No one comes back.
What do you mean?
No one comes back. They say that they start working for the company. The people who go on this private tour, they say they start working for the company, but they don't. It's not in their records. They just disappear, man. They just disappear. Some Illuminati shit.
Right.
It's like, I like that word. And he sort of looks at you, Volgo. Like, I like that word. It is. Like Shadow Company, you know?
Yeah. I only know that word from a book I read. But those Illuminati were actually secretly lizard people.
Oh, right. That's...
Yeah.
Lizard people tend to be alright, you know? I've got a few friends with lizard people.
Yeah.
They're cool.
Oh, God.
No,
Racist again.
No! No!
Right.
Dylan's mom's boyfriend was totally cool dude, and he was a lizard person.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, Dylan's mom's boyfriend's girl, your best friend's hairdresser's auntie is a real.
No, sorry,
girl as
Alexander. No, it is a different thing. But Oleg, you think maybe they were onto your ruse about getting meeting, and they were just going to invite you there to murder you?
Well, he certainly did not like the fact that I was familiar with Juzoko.
Juzoko?
He didn't care for that.
Juzoko. Hold right there.
Yes.
And he sort of runs off, and he comes back with this huge folder, and he sort of folds it open. Handwritten pages upon pages. This guy has obviously been literally writing for 20 hours a day for the last 7 days. Like,
I'm just picturing you. I'm picturing you planning the campaign, and these
He
are
is, and it's just
description
madness.
of your notes.
It's just madness, right? He's just sort of scrawled everywhere, and he gets to Juzoko. Here.
You know him?
Got in a robot and flew away.
Wow.
That's all I've got.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
That's all I've got. He
Pretty
worked
much.
for someone, and then he didn't. He was a Medicorp, and then he got in a robot and he flew away. That's what Sarah on the HR desk says.
I
That's all I've
see.
got.
I'll turn to my friends and sort of if you'll excuse me, and I'll get on the
Squawk
squawk rock. Should we tell him about
He sort of lets out a scream. And then he pulls out this weird earplug he's got in, like throws it on the floor. He's like, hell, what was that?
What do you mean?
Oh, my boombox went haywire.
Boombox.
Yeah, it's picking up, like, telepathic... It doesn't work very well. It's about telepathic messages.
I see.
Okay.
Sorry, were you trying to... Did you want a moment of private? Like, you want to...
If at all possible.
Yeah, of course. You shouldn't trust anyone, man. But you can trust me. But don't worry if you don't.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'll make some more coffee. It's like I got some new beans yesterday. And after a while, you hear the bean grinder going on. He's like,
Of course,
yeah,
of course.
yeah, carry on. As you will.
I'll
Sorry,
get
Rico.
I'll get everyone to lean in close. Should we tell him about Lex's lab?
I mean, I don't know if that's related. I don't know if I want to be discussing our friends, business.
The
Seems
man
like
shows
it's
interest in Juzoko.
I mean, he has notes on everybody, it seems like, in the entire city.
It does
country
feel that
here.
way. He has like little notes about everything.
I'm just thinking if we scratch his back, perhaps one day he will scratch ours.
He already did. What do you think, Volga? She's your friend.
Oh, so she's not your friend?
She is my friend.
You're all of our friends, but you are closest to her. Would you say? No.
I would say,
Okay.
because you don't talk to her.
Do you want
Well,
to?
she has been gone.
She doesn't drink.
Okay. I don't think that we should talk about her business without her here.
I mean,
Yeah.
if he knows info that could be helpful to her, though, that is what Oleg is saying, I believe.
But isn't that up to her to decide?
I
Maybe
mean,
she's-
more than just Lex was affected by this. If this is happening to other young people, and we had the opportunity to at least throw a wrench in the operation, get this rather thorough man on their ass.
Make a persuasion check.
Wow.
DM
My wrist
Josh?
not good enough. Oh, it's
No.
fucking 4.
Not wrist.
No, I think we should at least speak to her first.
You know,
'Cause then she can help.
I'm inclined to agree.
This is fair.
I feel like this guy's.
Should we tell him about any other powerful people that have helped us, but Jezebel or Ripley? We should probably leave their names
Actually,
out of our
was-
mouths.
Was
Have
Jezebel
have we
looking
told
for
him?
him?
Have we told them about the collusion that we're with the
We
collusion
have
from?
not. We absolutely haven't.
You've told
Yeah.
him nothing.
No.
He's just talking.
Yeah, I mean, he's the way
still in the
he's
beam.
talking is like he's been holding this stuff in his head and like thinking all these things and not being able to tell anyone at all. And he's suddenly found people who he regards as somewhat celebrities, right? Because
Hmm.
these are the people he sent the letter to, who suddenly he can tell what he's been thinking, and he's just bursting with information. He hasn't even asked you a question. He just said
Mhm.
every time you mention anything, he's
noticed.
like hanging on your every word and then just like throwing information at you.
Well,
Yeah, I mean, us being with the collusion, we probably shouldn't. There's no reason to tell him that. I feel like that's a safety
Yeah.
issue.
Keep us safe.
sure.
And what if he gets caught? Because he's going to try to publish this. If he gets caught and he knows where we are, then, you know, keep our terrorist cells separated.
Okay. Sounds good. Alexander,
Mm-hmm. Here, fresh pot. Pops it down. It smells quite good.
I'll have a cup. Fuck.
It's not some weird skinny latte shit.
Thank God.
Really good.
Thank
black
God it's
coffee.
not.
God bless.
You know, he'll tell you all about the Java of the bean if you're interested, but it's just good coffee with good beans and black, no sugar.
You have any notes on coffee beans?
No, most of what I've learned from experience. You know, I keep notes on important things, man. Coffee's good, but it just keeps you going. It's just fuel, you know. It's just fuel,
Yeah.
brain fuel, you could say.
Well.
Cheers!
Alex,
Cheers to that.
Yeah, right.
I
Let's get
mean,
started. Is there anything I can help with?
Did we? Can you remind me? I'm looking through my notes. I can't find it. When Jezebel talked to us, did she mention that she also talked to Alexander, or no? Do you remember?
I don't think so.
Was his name brought up in that when she took us into her little like demi-plane or whatever?
She knew that he knew something.
Okay.
But she didn't. She couldn't. I think she gave you the information on him and
About
said
him.
if you wanted to pursue that alley, that's where you would find him. I think that's.
I don't know
think
why I
that-
can't find it, but yeah.
I think that's
Okay.
it was her that gave that information out. I did it on an impulse, so can't remember exactly who gave you that information. So can I help you in some kind of way? You were saying, Del?
Oh, I guess I was gonna ask if what exactly you're looking at now, what exactly you're investigating at this moment. If there's anything maybe we could help you, not that we found much, but you know.
Well, I'm crossing people off my list one by one, you know. And he sort of gets out the file. These are the 76 CEOs.
Mm-hmm.
I reckon one of them's a government member. I don't think there's many of them. Maybe 7.
Okay.
He's a cap cube, right? Points out there's 7 letters in cap cube, and that's like his logic.
Well, you go ahead and move Joseph Quick up that list.
But if he's the E, what the hell is Richard Vega?
A for asshole. All of these people are.
Yeah, right, but what could it be? Like, A for...
If you're looking at counselors, I would look into Counselor Daniel and Vance.
Why them?
I don't trust them.
Well, the
When
only
we were
person
at,
I have
when we were
rolled
at,
off
in,
is Oliver.
he's a good man. He's close with Sovard.
But all the others are in my suspicion. Am I
Well,
correct? It's up?
I've seen Daniel and Vance directly conversing with Sorbin. So,
You think Sobin's involved? Surely not.
no, not Sorbin. What am I talking about?
Sovard.
Sovard. No, not Sovard. What are we talking? Oh, Richard Vega. Sorry, Vega.
Oh, with
Richard
Vega,
Vega.
yes. Ah. Well, that would make sense. Richard Vega's married to Daniel's sister.
Oh.
Would be a
What
good
do you know?
connection.
What do you know about this? The Mikayla is head of Fantasy Life company. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
I do not trust any of this Fantasy Life bullshit. There's something shady going on. That may be different kind of shady. I'm not
I've
not
heard
sure.
lots of
but-
people are going into trials there, and they're not coming out.
I told you.
Oh, well, because it's
I
so
mean,
awesome, right?
They are all about altering your senses and altering, making up these fake memory scenarios,
What if that's their
delving
research
into your
ground?
memories.
That's what my thinking was. I reckon
Say
they use
again?
Fantasy Life to test their tests, test their theories, to test their.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like, to simulate it all.
Absolutely.
I don't know. He seems too fresh, too new. Yeah. Seems like an old guy. But I could be wrong. He's on the list. But even if we found these names, even if we found these 7 names, what can we do except publish it? And if we did publish it, wouldn't that just get us killed?
Most certainly.
Yeah, that's kind of where I think.
You know what I think you need? Allies. You need allies.
Well, okay,
Powerful
we're
allies, you know?
we're working on that.
Are we?
We have at least one, right, Vulgo?
You guys, for me maybe, but not for you.
Wow, so that's how it is.
I know, you've got
You
to play
know
together
what?
as a team, man!
You know I can't talk about it.
Oh, then that's
Yeah.
fine. Then don't you talk about it. Don't you talk about it. If you're not meant to talk about it, don't talk about it. That's fine, man. That's fine. But, like, powerful allies, you know? Friends in high places. You're going to face
Yeah.
tough times. You might already be facing tough times.
I'm looking for more friends in low places as well, high and low. you know.
Yeah.
Well, sure, when I say high places, I don't mean, like, CEOs and stuff. They're all the people you've got to avoid. I mean, like, people who have, can help you. People don't have, like, stretch, you know?
I understand.
People
If I
with
was a
money.
braver man, I'd make friends in perdition. That's what I'd suggest. There's good people down there.
Regrettably, we have some contacts down there, so
Don't regret that. That's where the real power's at, you know? That's where the
you
real
must not
power's at.
you must not know yours.
Can't say I do.
Count yourself lucky.
Ah, but...
Sit.
Listen,
Can't train
there
a
is
cat, Mikayla.
there is a person in Perdition that seems to know a lot of things. Maybe not everything about this, but her info does come at the price. But
There are lots of people down there who know lots of stuff, you know, and who get involved in real shit. A lot of them don't have implants too. It's big. It's big. That's part of it. No, they're not hooked into this crap. The tech trap, I call it.
Tech trap.
I think the
love that.
problem is that these types of people aren't exactly friendly. They are most
Well-
certainly have their own motives.
let's say their friendship doesn't come freely. Let's put it that way.
I don't think that's true for all of them, but Separating them out, that's not a job I'd envy. I haven't been down there for that reason. But if you could find some good eggs. There's good people down there, I promise you.
Well,
Oh
Alexander,
yeah.
we're going to keep doing our research.
If you need me,
into-
you send me letters,
this.
right? And what about if I want to send you information? What do I do then?
You don't.
Oh, wow.
That might be safe.
Probably.
We could set up a signal. I've got information, just a way of letting you know that I have information.
What do you propose?
Okay.
I have a friend who works at a pharmacist. Down in that place James has forgotten the name of it. Bear with me a second. To the east of Darktown. East of Darktown is Darktown 26, right? 25. Okay, cool. 23. That's what I'm looking for. In Greenside. Pharmacist in Greenside. He has this huge sign outside his door. It's like this big green sign that says pharmacist, but I know for a fact he can change the color. He never does. If you could set up some sort of surveillance there, remote surveillance, some sort of camera or something that you can watch, check in on. If I have information, I can make it blue, and if it's urgent, I'll make it red. How's that sound?
I love that.
Shouldn't really anyone else's notice. Truth be told, he's one of the few people I trust in this world.
Okay.
Circle of Five, of course, but let's not get them involved. They wouldn't keep it secret.
Oh.
That's why I left.
Then
They don't believe in
Good.
secrets.
let it be so.
Look, is there anything else you need? I've got some funds. If you got a place to stay, you've got shelter.
I think we
have
are
made some friends. We have made some friends.
That's good
perhaps
to know.
not in high places yet, but
Look, there
we're
is
safe for now.
there is someone else I know. I don't know if they'll be any use to you. If you were to have any dealings with the collusion, a guy I know called Nick, an alchemist. He's a friend.
Wait a minute.
If you need somewhere safe, he could get you in there. Somewhere safe to stay.
It is probably better off that you do not know where we are.
Of course, I know, but I'm just saying, if you've got nowhere, I can hook you up with
Thanks.
Nicholas, right?
Definitely. Thank you for your help.
Keep that in mind. Thank you.
There is something that I ask you to do something for me. It's something real small.
You've saved our lives. So whatever you need, you are a friend.
Thanks.
Aw.
I've got a sister who I haven't seen in 2 months now. I just wondered if you could give something to her for me. If you're out and about on the streets.
Where is she?
She lives in Darktown, the 87th floor, building 63.
I think we can swing that.
Thanks.
It is out of our way, but sure, we can do it.
No problem.
Any reason you can't go there yourself? You worried about getting her
If
involved?
I've been seen investigating, I don't want anyone seeing me seeing anyone else.
Based on the state of this room, it seems like you have not left in.
The only place I go is Patrice's Patisserie.
Oh, well.
I even pick up my deliveries there. She's a friend, and like I get my groceries delivered there and stuff. So yeah, I don't go anywhere much. But if you could just take her these, look, they're worth a lot of money. She needs some security. And she's gonna pull out some. He's gonna pull out 6 tiny little earrings. Each of them is made with perfect gold and a beautiful studded diamond.
Ooh.
I will take the earrings and put them in my briefcase of holding.
Perfect.
Just tell her this. She should go to the pawnbrokers on 91st Moorside. She can sell them there.
Should we tell her they're from you, or make it
She'll
seem
know.
anonymous?
She'll know.
Okay,
She asks questions, tell her nothing.
we can do that.
It's amazing to finally meet you. Thanks for telling me about Kai.
Thanks for saving our lives.
I wrote a letter, man. Wasn't much.
You still could have done nothing. But you
It's not
did
what
something.
the Circle of
so-
Five do, you know. It's not what they do. They act. We act.
Men of action. I like it.
It's good to know that there are still good people in this world.
There are many. You just gotta find them. Some of them
I'm
don't even
just-
wear nice watches. He winks at you. Sorry, go on, Vulgo.
Just to confirm, Kai hasn't seen anything outside.
No, nothing at all. Well, he's seen loads
Cool.
of things, but nothing relevant.
Yeah.
People wandering about.
Is he
Yeah.
giving Vulgo a running commentary of all the fun stuff that he's seeing
Yeah.
outside? Like, ooh, look a dog. Ooh, look a cat.
No, not at all. He tells you about two things. Some kids kicked the ball at him, so he flew higher up.
Wow.
That's the first thing he tells you. And the second thing is that there's somebody a couple of streets over who seems to be painting a picture.
Mm,
Great.
that is interesting.
Well, they are facing this way.
A painter?
Yeah. So, like, maybe we're in the painting, right?
Ugh.
Well, you would be in the painting. We have not been out here this whole time.
I love the
Exactly.
idea that Oleg can respond to Kai. That is a beautiful
I thought we-
cannon.
I thought we were talking to him. Sorry.
No, just a
sorry.
reminder that this would be Kai's report after the fact, because he can't communicate telepathically with Vulgo.
Yeah,
only
yeah, that's
the
what I
other way
meant.
round, right?
Mhm.
So yes, that's hence the no running commentary. But those are the only two things he'll report at the end. Assuming that you leave Alexander's.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think.
Nice.
Any-
It was
anyone
nice
have
to
anything
meet
else?
you. Nah.
Cool. I'm also
Nice to know where this guy is.
and we will be right back. Sorry, Ali, I know you just come in. We'll see you again soon. Hello, and welcome back to March for Deletion. We've left our good friend Aleksander Svensson's office. You find yourselves in Groverside. What are you doing? Where are you going? Who are you going with? Why are you going there? Anyone for a
Well-
patisserie from Priest's Patisserie?
Still full
Sure,
from
you
the
got another
sal-
600
salted
credits
meat-
to spare.
salted
I'm-
meat bagel.
I'm
Yeah, I'm
still,
full.
I'm salty off of paying 250
No,
credits
I mean-
for a fucking.
For 2 intelligence? You'd pay that
Yeah.
every day if you could.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's right.
I didn't know.
We're going to go
No, you didn't,
deliver.
so-
We're gonna go deliver Alexander's package to his
Okay.
sister.
He's gonna head back to
Cool.
Darktown
Yeah.
to where the collusion
The
base is.
collusion.
Yeah.
Exactly
Um,
that.
Okay, so you head over to Darktown. Just a reminder, it's called Darktown because all the buildings are very tall and all very close together, which means that consistently there is shadow upon the streets where you walk, and lanterns are lit 24 hours a day.
Man.
As you head here, you're looking for... Ooh, anybody remember the number?
Building 63.
Oh,
Building
no.
63? I thought it was building 67, okay. Are you sure?
You said
I'm pretty
480.
sure.
487.
Floor 87, yeah, that is true. Building 63, good, yeah. Okay. When you get up there, there are four apartments there on that floor, and you can head straight on to number 3. And this whole building's run down. Nobody's cleaned the elevator for a long time. There's the sounds of screaming kids. There's arguing going on. There's a couple of fights. Someone tries to sell you crack on the 32nd floor. It's that sort of
Yep.
building. It's that sort of apartment. Not literally, because you went in an elevator and you did the 32nd floor. But you get the impression of the building, right? That's what I'm getting at. It's when none of the windows quite show a view over anything other than, more sadness and misery. But anyway,
Another building, basically.
get up to 87, knock on the door.
Mhm.
And after a while, you hear a male voice from behind the door. What the fuck do you want?
Oh.
Did he give us her name?
I was just about to ask that.
Her name is Christina.
Okay,
All
great.
He would have given you that.
Looking for Christina.
Who's asking?
Me.
Wow.
He opens the door and sort of sticks his shotgun in your face and says, I like you. Come in.
Wow.
I'll wave everyone in.
Okay.
I didn't expect that to work. All
As you walk in, this is sort of full of old antiques. The entire front room. Standing in front of you is this huge man. He looks like a half-orc, maybe. And he's got a sort of grizzled face. He's got a huge face tattoo all the way down one side of his face. He's got a partially shaved eyebrow and a scar across his head. And he's wearing what looks to be a sort of hand-knitted sweater. He's wearing a pair of fairly baggy shorts in pale pink, and a pair of flip-flops. And as he leads you in, like, there's this sort of plush carpet, there's antiques, a grandfather clock on the wall, a beautiful mirror. There's lots of little sort of family photos of this grizzled-looking, nasty half-orc and this tiny, delicate female with blonde hair. And they're 2 kids. The kids, as you look at them, don't look like they belong to this man. They belong to a previous partner, you would assume, because they're just too small and too petite. Anyway, he sort of gets you to the kitchen, and there's a smell of baking bread. But as you're walking around, you're seeing that although they've got all these like collectibles and antiques and stuff, they're missing out on some of the normal commodities that you might expect. Their TV screen's tiny. There's no sign of any speakers anywhere. You don't see anything as digitalized at all. But it's a really well kept building. They've got a living room, they've got a kitchen, and they've got a bedroom. And then they've got a spare room over there that looks like it might be for the kids. You know, they've got 3 kids from the pictures. And in the kitchen is this very petite, sort of very almond-shaped face, blonde woman. And she's currently holding up a wooden tray with a big loaf on it. Sort of. This is one of my best yet. Fantastic. Wonderful. Friends.
Does it smell good?
Oh. Hello. It smells wonderful. I don't know you. Should I know you?
No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't know us, I don't think.
You asked her. He sort of pushes his shotgun back under your chin, Oleg.
Well,
you see, we are associates of her brother.
Damn. He's gonna get you in trouble, girl. You know it. All right, sit. Don't put your feet on the stools.
Brozzig takes his feet off the stool.
There's these sort of beautiful antique, sort of very old sofas. They've got a little yellow with age. It's like you've walked into your grandparents' house 20 years ago.
Nice.
I love it.
But she's wearing like a really chic tight dress, and he's dressed like your grandparents 20 years ago, but has these sort of clearly gang tattoos. And he's holding a shotgun like he knows how to use it. There's a lot of weirdness going on here.
Sorry, just really quick, I would have had Kai keep watch outside again.
Okay. Outside the whole building or outside this door?
This door.
Okay.
If there's a place he can hide.
Yeah. There's lots of places he can hide. None of them he'll like, but there's places he can hide.
Why? What places?
It's very dirty and dingy here. And it all looks dangerous. There's like vent shaft. There's a bit of a sewer pipe going out. Somebody's hung there washing up. He can hide behind that. It's just lots of dark, dingy, and horrible going on.
Okay. Yeah, I would do that.
Okay. He'll just hover in the vent shaft, trying not to touch the sides.
Yeah. Sorry, I was just looking to see whether or not the familiar can communicate backwards. Some people say yes, some people say no.
It's I like that he can't. I think it's interesting.
Sure. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. Not to mention he's just really adept at speaking out loud badly. So he sits you down in these beautiful little sort of old antique furniture sofas, and he starts swinging the shotgun from face to face. Well,
oh boy.
Hey, listen. We are all
friends. Don't you tell me to calm down.
No one said that.
My wife.
No, I said listen.
We are not friends.
Okay. Well, I am. We could be, maybe, but it's okay. We don't need to be friends.
Oh, Oleg is just slowly opening up the briefcase.
Yes. We have something from your brother. He did us a kindness recently.
Movements.
He did us a kindness, and we are just delivering this package for you in kindness.
He reaches over and slams your briefcase shut behind you. put it on the table in the kitchen and walk out.
Well, no, you see, this is my briefcase. The things that we
The
have
thing
are
inside that you want to give us, put it on the table in the kitchen and walk away from it.
Oh, sure, yeah, why not?
What is she looking like while he's doing this the whole time?
She's standing slightly behind him. She has a pleasant smile on her face, but she doesn't look at all surprised. In fact, she's almost comforted in his performance.
Does she have any bruises?
No, not that you can see.
I want to make sure that she's gonna get this money and he's not gonna take it from her. You know, I think.
Give me an insight check.
Okay, I can do that.
Guidance.
Why not?
18 plus.
You don't get anything from reading her body language, but as you look around at all the different family photos, she looks like a woman in love, a very happy woman. And he looks to be the caring type in all the pictures. You see him like cuddling the babies, and nothing correlates to what you're seeing right now. Oleg, you go into the kitchen, put the stuff down?
Yeah, so I'll collect I think it was 5, you said, golden or earrings of
5
some sort?
pairs, yeah, 5 pairs.
5
Golden
pairs of
rings
earrings.
and diamonds.
Nice.
You said 6 pairs. Did you only give him 5?
Oh, if it was
Are we
6,
keeping
yeah,
one?
then 6
Are we
is good.
keeping one?
6
No.
pairs.
If it was 6, I'll take them out. I have no intention of stealing a pair of earrings. Yeah, I'll close the briefcase. I'll walk over to the kitchen,
Okay.
put them down, and
he
I'll
hands
look over
her
at my
the
friend.
shotgun, and she takes it with a very practiced ease and sort of swings it up into her other hand. She points it straight at Brozzig. That's who she doesn't trust right now. And she sort of motions with her head, and she looks even more trained with a shotgun than he is. He'll head over to the kitchen. Goes out. He's spending money again. What does he think we are, a charity case? Is it a lot, sweetie? Expensive looking jewelry. Well, at least he's not stupid enough to send credits. Suppose that's anonymous enough.
He says go to the pawnbroker down in Mulside. You know the one. They will give you a good deal.
So why did you come? What do you owe him?
Yes.
Why do you owe him? He got secrets on you?
We owe him our lives. He
Doesn't
saved
sound
us.
like my brother. He's always investigating things he shouldn't be investigating and bringing trouble down our door. That sounds like a good deed.
I mean, he's doing both.
Yeah, he's still investigating things, but he
He did not have to save us, but he chose to.
She sort of flips the shotgun up and sticks it sort of just inside. Like she's wearing this very cutesy dress, and she like shoves it into her knickers, like on the outside, like pulling the dress out, so the dress like rides up a bit over it. It's quite a practiced motion. It makes her look like quite scary in a moment. And she sort of looks at you and, I'm sorry for the welcome. The last gift we had blew up.
Hmm.
The one before that, they tried to kill me, kidnap me, rent copy back. So, we don't take kindly to visitors, but, would you like some fresh bread and butter? I've just made it.
Well, if you're offering.
This family is just, you guys are just too
Rensk,
kind.
make some sweet tea. And after a moment, Vrenska's gonna come in with a little sort of he's got a teapot in a teapot cozy, you know, and
Cute.
little mugs, each one of which has little family pictures printed on them. She slices up the bread and butters it and gives each of you a plate, and they're like little tiny antique plates. You can see they're hard up for cash, but they work really hard at making their life nice.
Cool.
She'll tell you that her kids are around their grandmas at the moment. She says, I don't want you to tell me anything about him. I don't want to know where he is or what he's doing or why he's doing it or anything else. I appreciate his gift. He's obviously doing okay. I know he loves us, but my God, I could do without his trouble sometimes, you know?
No worries.
Is
We're not
he-
going to bring any trouble here.
Is he your younger brother? Your older brother?
Older brother, I'm the youngest.
Yeah. You know, I think he gets caught up in his work, but he wants to make sure you are You're
Aye,
okay. Clearly, your man here is doing a good job with that as well.
Oh, Renska's okay. He can't get work very easily anymore, but he's a good man. He's a good house husband. He looks after the home.
That's good.
So you are breadwinner, literally. That's when you're bread.
Good one.
Yeah, I work 2 jobs. I work at a bakery in the mornings, and then I work in a restaurant at night. But tonight's my night off. His ma's got the kids, so we've got the evening together, you know.
Oh,
She sort of
apologies.
cuddles into him. And, no, you're okay. But well, we did have movies planned, but you've got another 10 minutes yet. You finish it. You finish your own bread and butter. It's a good loaf, right? And it is an exceptionally well baked.
It's
It's a
delicious.
very round loaf. She seems very proud of it.
Well, just know that Alexander is okay.
He just doesn't
He's
need to
doing-
replace our pa, you know? Like, he's gone, and that's okay.
It is hard losing a parent. Many people do not react rationally to that type of situation.
That's true. Alexander's never reacted rationally to anything that's ever happened.
He does seem a little.
When Ma
easily,
died, he bought a watch.
Occupied.
He bought one.
Like,
Yeah.
what's that?
It's
Pretty
a
strange.
cultural thing.
Oh, no, not you as
Difficult.
well. He hasn't got you wearing the coat, has he?
No.
It's a sign of society.
I've only been explained at
A sign of
nauseam.
insanity.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I don't want to be rude, but I don't really want to know anything about what
No.
you're involved in
No,
either.
we're not. No.
So,
If it's all quite all right, I think we'd rather take our leave.
finish your tea, but yeah, I think it's best that you do. You're better off getting off at the first floor and walking down.
Sure.
Okay.
The
What's
elevator
up?
exit is a bit grim. Someone was killed there yesterday. Nobody's cleaned up the body yet.
That's pleasant.
That's unfortunate.
Right. Yeah, it's not great. Rensk offered to clear it away, but I didn't want him to get seen doing it, you know?
Yeah. It's kind of a bad look. Hopefully the kids haven't seen it.
No. They weren't with us when we went down, thank God. We got a warning from Maggie on the 46. Anyway, you have a safe journey, and thank you very much for going out your way to find us. Sorry again if Brent scared you. His past helps him sometimes, you know?
No, it is not the first gun that has been pointed at us in the past few days. It is
If
okay.
you're involved with Alex, that's no surprise to me. I don't want to know anymore. You head out, but good luck. And she'll see you out.
Bye bye.
Oleg, did you see how she handled that gun? That was amazing.
Quite impressive indeed. I think perhaps she's the muscle.
She may be. Needing all that bread must give you pretty big muscles, yes.
Absolutely.
Heading to the collusion base?
Back to base.
Yeah, let's go back home.
Let's go back.
It's been a
Oh,
long.
I'm playing through
been a
long
Deletion
day.
1. Sorry. Oh, piss. Well, at least they're not too loud and disruptive. How am I fixing this? I'm gonna just put you on the start screen. That's my way of fixing this. Sorry, I really fucked that up.
Great. So, Mikayla, your MVPs.
All
There we
right.
go. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
So you,
home.
No, not quite.
Oh no.
Yes, you are home sweet home. That's not the picture I was looking for. I was looking at this one. Yeah, you come into the rec rooms. What are you guys doing? You get back.
Well, what time is it? feel like we've been out for a
4:30
while.
in the afternoon.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
That shit done.
House on the
Happy,
18th.
happy hour.
Full day's work.
Well, I mean, we started off at Vacated the same day, right? So
Mhm.
it's been a long day.
Does
Yeah.
Collusion have a reception?
Sort of. There's a long tunnel, and when you walk past it, there's always somebody on guard there. The first time you came in, our Leo was there. It would have been... Oh, who's the stupid, boastful guy who never shuts up? Kieran.
Oh, him.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll head over to Karen.
As you come in, he sort of
Yeah.
looks at you and... Are you guys all right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Saw Brozzig on the TV.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, that.
Yeah. He's holding in there.
Good, good.
Yeah, don't worry.
I got shot once. More than
Oh,
once,
yeah.
actually, but this particular time, I had a gun held right up to my chest right here, and then shotgun, but it went right out the back, you know? I was pretty grim.
Did you faint as well?
No, I ripped his shotgun out of his hand, I turned it around, I stuck it down his throat, and I killed the bastard.
No, Oleg, don't put him on blast like that.
Who am I putting on blast?
I don't specify. I make it seem like Brozzig fainted.
He sort of goes off on his storytelling. You can interrupt him at any point to ask him a question, Bob.
It has Lex come back?
No. She gave her duties over, so she'll be gone a long time.
Stop.
Okay.
You want me to call her for you? Because you don't have the thing, right?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
You know, Vulgo. You could
Oh,
always go visit her.
Yeah, but she's on her own journey.
Admittedly, I've been meaning to visit Lost Light Temple, our chapel.
Why?
Yeah, I have a couple of questions.
Like
Not for
what?
Lex.
Not
Yeah.
for Lex, no.
Obviously.
I was just clarifying.
She don't know
Rico,
nothing.
Simon, I assume.
Simon. Or Zitrix.
Could have questions for Lex. We were all friends, right? Right, Volgo? That's what you said.
I also
Well, that's what I asked. That's
I
not what I
also-
said.
I also figured I would let her know of my dealings with Garrick and was it Medicorp or Medtech?
Medicorp.
Medicorp. Perhaps a lead for her to explore.
Shall we go now? And
To
really
that
piss
temple?
off the DM.
We just got here. Come on. I'm tired.
Yeah, I want to take it easy.
Okay, fine. We'll go first thing in the morning. And by
I-
that I mean like 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
As you head in, Paisley, Dylan will sort of literally run into you.
Oh,
And,
No.
sort of like run and grab you, and it's like, I need to talk to you.
okay.
And
When they
he-
say you, did they mean Paisley or did they mean you
Just
as in
Paisley.
us?
Oh,
thank God.
that's what I was trying to suss out. I think Paisley stands there awkwardly for a moment, waiting for him to talk.
No, I need to. This is real private.
Oh,
man.
okay, got it.
Paisley, I will be at the bar if you need me. You can come
Okay,
get
yeah,
this
I'll catch you there later.
You'll find us.
Okay, sure. Yeah, let's go.
Dylan leads you to his room, which is full of half-finished projects.
And a cool gamer chair.
Sure, everybody's room's
Whoa,
got
this
these.
is sick. I hop in the chair.
This is
spin
exactly
around.
the same as Volgo's room, by the way. Except there's no lamp.
Yeah,
in
but
it.
she's never been in Volgo's room.
Period.
It's the same as Dell's room, to be fair. Yeah, there's half-finished projects laid all over the floor. There's huge
Ooh.
piles of books, actual physical books. He's got different old games and games consoles all over the place, and then like there's a couple of guns that have been taken apart and left out on the floor.
Wow.
It's a room of somebody who's been here a long time and who's been very
Yeah.
bored a lot.
He's got nothing to do outside.
Did you? My brother.
Yeah,
He's
but now that
involved in
you're
a
like,
cult.
yes.
I followed him.
Oh, you found something out?
They're weird, man. He's involved in some deep shit. Some sorcery shit.
In what way? What did he get up to?
They're worshipping some kind of huge growth being on the ceiling.
Yeah, man, I know about that in the tunnels. It's
They
well,
push the mole people out, you know that.
not if I have anything to say about it, but
You want to deal with it? I want to.
I've been meaning to talk to Kronks and Baxter and see if they know anything about this thing. But yeah, it's definitely like
If
a
you do,
priority.
you won't tell them about my brother, will you?
No, of course not. Maybe you could come with us now that you got your freedom.
I want to try and get him out on the quiet. I
Yeah.
don't think he wants to be involved in it. I think he has to be involved in it. When he enters
do
the
you
tunnels,
mean?
his eyes go all glazed and stuff. He's not all with it.
Like that thing is like mind controlling him.
I think it's mind controlling them all.
Ugh.
There's like 50 of them, and they all wear the same coat and everything. And as soon as they put the cloak on and walk into that tunnel, they're all the same.
Yeah.
Glazed eyes. They all walk in the same pace. Same
Yeah.
step pattern, even when there's 20 of them in the same line. They
This
even
is-
turn at the same
this-
time. It's odd, man. It's odd.
It's very concerning. And your brother's involved in that group. Yeah, we should try to get him out of that. I agree.
I found where he's staying. But I don't think he'll come willingly.
That's kind of how it goes with these cults.
I was thinking maybe if I stole his staff,
Ooh.
you might be able to get him out. Because I think
Why
the
do you
staff is
think
where all their
that?
power comes from. I've seen them. They
Oh.
hold their staff and suddenly they can make the walls move. And
Hmm.
they can control other people.
Oh.
Maybe if I can, I don't think I'll touch it. I'll like wrap it up in something and like, if there's anything I'm good at, it's making stuff not be where it should be.
Right.
But I did buy your fire go. I promise. I've got the receipt and everything. Look, and he digs into a drawer and pulls out the receipt. And he's like, I bought it. I really bought
It's
it.
okay. I don't. Stealing is cool, no matter what those other guys
I totally
say.
stole the artificer kit.
I thought so.
It was in the front
I-
window. It was so easy to get hold of.
My
Anyway,
lips are sealed.
yeah, I was just, but anyway, yeah, I was thinking if I got in front of the staff, maybe you could like sneak him out, and then we could. Well, Liana's not gonna want him back here, is she?
Ugh. See, maybe.
I'll speak to Shift. He has some safe houses.
Okay, yeah.
I'll tell him I want somewhere to stash some stuff that I don't want Liana to see.
Yeah,
He's a good guy like that.
absolutely.
He goes in for that sort of stuff.
This is definitely something I've been wanting to look into. So,
It is?
of course, I'll help you.
Oh, you'd be the best teammate
Yeah,
ever.
you know, I grew up down there, and I don't like that there's a weird cult around all my
right, yeah, I didn't even think about that.
my old friends. No, it's not acceptable.
Oh, well, I don't know about the big scary dude and the 49 cultists and all that stuff, but maybe we could disrupt him a bit. You're probably right. Krunks is the right person. He'd go in for that. He likes a fight, a bit of drama. But
Yeah.
you know, if it's real big, it's threatening real people, I might speak to Eliana.
Okay.
Can we try and get my brother out first? I don't want him to be collateral damage.
Absolutely.
She sets her mind to something. She don't fuck about.
Yeah. Yeah, and you know.
It might even be your
when
first collusion mission.
we're-
No, if she talks to her about it, she'll get you guys involved because you know about it and you used to live down there. Like, you'd be the perfect guide for a group. Can you imagine leading a squad team with like Kronks and Dorian and Ford?
Paisley starts sweating at the pressure of leading when he says
Oh, you just
leading.
blame them and then they just do their thing, you know? You should see Ford in action, man. He is awesome.
Yeah, I don't know what that guy can do, except, I mean, I saw him
He
get
can almost
sloshed
hold
at
his
the
own.
party.
He can almost hold his own with Eliana, you know? And that's
Yeah,
with
that's
a blade, not
terrifying.
even like his normal stuff. That's impressive. Speaking of, do you want to do some training together? So I was speaking to Alia, and she's been designing this training level. It's combat training level, and it's like all for like long range shooting. And I thought that maybe like you might want to try with me, and we could get like a team together and stuff. It'd be real fun. Or maybe your friends could get involved too, and then we could do like a 3-on-3 or something.
You know, I've been wanting to practice.
It's called
my
Cybersoft.
shooting.
Alia would so in to join with us as well.
Okay, yeah, I'm absolutely down.
Oh, all right, but
Let me write this down.
if we're team captains, you can have Vulgo.
I will take that weight.
I don't think he can aim. Like maybe with his magic
No.
stuff, that's really cool. But I bet you with a gun in hand, like I don't think that's his thing.
No, he might might hurt himself. It's all right. I'll don't worry about that. Yeah, we should do that.
And I'll get it to set it up. We can do it tonight.
Ooh, okay, that'd be fun.
She
I'll tell
really
the
wants to test it.
guys.
I know that. And he'll join you and the others in the bar area. Is there anything anybody is doing now that they're in the collusion base down at the recreation area? I do that every time. I go for the bar and I hit the other place. This is the bar. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah.
Sneakily. So he wants to sneakily get his brother out of the cult before we deal with the plant monster.
It would be kidnap. He has told you that. Yeah. He wants to kidnap his brother and forcibly remove him and stash him in a safe house.
Yeah, we're having intervention for him. All right. Yeah, I'm writing that down. Kidnap.
But when Dylan and Paisley approach the three of you, Dylan will suggest that the four of you, him and Alia, do a 3v3 cybersoft battle, which will train you all in shooting and combat and teamwork and stuff. It's collusion prep. Alia wants to test it.
Sounds fun,
it'll be
right?
really fun. Is anybody
Right,
nodding?
guys? Right?
Sure.
Right, guys?
Yeah.
Doesn't it sound
sure.
fun? Right?
Is it
You're
dangerous?
overselling it, but
No. It fires light, and if you get hit, your jacket lights up and like it vibrates, and then you're out. And then we like have different rounds. It's like
It's a
Laser
game!
tag?
it is. It's laser tag exactly,
It's laser tag.
Yeah.
but with
Okay.
simulated battlefields.
That sounds cool.
It's VR.
Oh, it's the danger room, kind
Sure.
of, but without the danger.
It's a VR laser.
It's a room.
It's a room, yeah.
It isn't a room actually. You literally just lie down and put a headset on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm down.
Let's play.
Okay.
I've been trying to get a spell sniper feet anyway.
So
Cool.
we will put Dylan on one team, and he'll suggest that Paisley's the other team captain.
Alright.
And Dylan will choose first, and he will choose Oleg.
Whoa.
You're sure about this, Dylan?
No,
Okay.
but I know Alia can't aim for shit.
I'll go and stand. I'll go and stand behind my.
You were the
boy.
wild card. Paisley, your vote.
Alright. Well, I think I already said I would take Vulgo, so Vulgo, come over here. I tried.
Go before me. This giant target. He's going to hide in the back and get shot, and that's going to be the end of him.
Dylan will look at you and
Brozzig, hold on.
I'll take Brozzig. But
Yes, that's right. Excellent choice.
Yeah,
know that you
excellent, because he always faints everywhere.
you have to shoot it, yeah? You can't hit people with it.
That's true. Have we seen Brozzig wield any kind of ranged?
No.
This was not explained. This was not explained to me ahead of time. But fine. I have been training. You'll never.
Yes,
you'll never
okay.
get Brozzig.
It's a series of dex checks. It's going to go real well for you.
Yay!
Paisley, you're taking Alia then. That's the last one.
Okay.
Okay, she has a
Let's
-2
go.
to hit.
Oh, great. Well,
Okay.
the odds are in my favor.
So, if any of you do not already have a dex weapon, you can just go ahead and add a sling to your inventory. With the exception of Brozzig. Brozzig, I need you to add a longbow,
Mm.
because I don't think rogues are proficient in longbows. Is that correct?
We are not. No.
Good. And that's what you need to be rolling. Everybody else is proficient. Brozzig, I've never seen fire a firearm ever. Alia has a -2 to hit. I will simply take a round of d20s. And I will take the average. Just roll me your to hit, Oleg. And Brozzig.
Hey.
Oleg with an 18. Brozzig with a... Brozzig is
4.
already hitting people. No, that's 4
no,
piercing damage.
Oh, that's damage. Sorry. Why are you rolling?
Oh, yeah. I was like, why is it +6? It's because I have archery fighting style. Okay. Should I rolling to hit or just a d20?
I'm just gonna roll the d20 because this is
Okay.
like.
Brozzig is
Not-
struggling.
Yeah, I think that d20 is being funky again.
Oh, that was almost 8.
D20
Paisley, you rolled it.
-1.
Right, you gave me a 17.
Oh, okay.
I rolled a 0. 1 minus 1. Is 0.
And
Okay.
then who wants to give me Mikayla? Give me a d20 for Alia, -2.
Okay.
So we've got a 17 on Vulgo, and a 17, and
She got a 6.
6. Okay. So round 1. Dylan only got an 11 to hit, which is pretty tragic. Oleg will immediately strike out Brozzig, who shot a wall. Which is wait, Oleg and Brozzig are on the same team.
No, we're on the same team.
Yes, don't shoot at Brozzig.
And Dylan.
Oleg will take out
Brozzig
Dylan.
may have been shooting at me.
Brozzig shot a wall.
Wait, there are teams?
Yeah.
Oh no!
It's Oleg,
Look at the
Brozzig,
color
and
of your
Dylan,
vest.
who are
Never
all in red.
played
The other team are in blue, and the other team will win.
Yay!
Volvo's team. And that's round 1. We'll do it
Paisley's
twice.
team.
We'll do it twice more and see who comes up.
Oleg will chastise. Brozzig, pay attention.
It's best of
Wait,
3.
no, wait. Hold on. I was holding the controllers in the wrong hands. I had left and right mixed up.
Those pesky Wii remotes.
Paisley.
All right, let's
Roll
do
another
this
nat
damn thing.
1. I rolled another nat 1.
Oh my god, bro. This is too beautiful. You can't write it.
Oleg is just distracted by like making sure that Brozzig is doing it again. I'm like, what?
And
Oh
Ollie
yeah,
as
let me
well.
roll quietly. Yeah. An 8. She's improving slightly.
Dylan just sort of looks around and he's like, please.
You chose poorly, Dylan.
Who's
Alright.
crying in the corner now, Brozzig?
One more round to salvage my pride.
It's all right. Everyone knows the last round is the only one that matters.
Okay, no, I have
We've
it
lost
down.
the
I have
best
it
of 3
down
already,
now.
but
I have it down now. I figured
Alright.
it
Oh
out.
no, first 2 are only
Alright.
practice rounds.
Those
This
were
is the real
warm
one.
ups.
This one is for real.
4.
Okay, getting better.
9.
Oh, I did bad.
and
I got too
Alia.
confident.
Oh, it's the
Well,
first one
this
I've
thing-
actually got to add up. 24, 33, and then 32. Oh, Dylan's team come out 33 to 32.
You
He's
guys
lost the best
by.
of 3, 2, 1, but he's feeling good about himself.
Okay, yeah, we let you have
and
that last round.
Brozzig, I think it's only you that will need to add proficiency with firearms to your character sheet. If anybody else doesn't have proficiency in firearms, they may now add this.
I feel like I don't deserve
But I feel
it.
like everybody else has it. No, but it'll help you be better next time.
You've been training.
Fire.
Practice now. You've practiced now.
Do you need me to do it for you?
I can do it.
No, Josh, are you not finding it?
Yeah, I do need you to do it for me.
Okay. There we go. If you're fresh, you'll find it at the bottom left.
Tower love.
It's just weapon, firearm.
Mm-hmm.
The proficiency.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And as Dylan's team sits on the losing side for once, he seems kind of okay with it.
Yeah, high fives all around.
Yeah.
Nice.
He
Good
seems-
game.
Nice job.
Good game.
Not the losers.
Well,
Putting your hand away.
In the past, you've seen him get quite frustrated when he's lost, but he seems really okay about it all, and a bit lighthearted, unusually relaxed about it all.
Oh no, he's
To
dying.
the point that Alia sort of looks a bit shocked. But Alia will pull you aside a little bit, and I was thinking we were talking about the possibility of you building your own robot. Are you still willing to do that? You're not
I
so
haven't
sure.
thought about it in a little while because we've been so busy. But if you're offering to show me,
I am, but a good bot should have a good core. Scoot has a core of six sapphires.
Hmm.
Really, you want a crystal core? I was thinking if we go to the crystal caverns, we collect some of those crystals that I was telling you about. You could find a core for your own. You know?
perhaps I'll take you up on that offer. Let me speak to the others.
If you want to be a battlesmith, you know that's the path. She'll say, and with that, that's how we can
She says outright.
Yeah. See, I told you might not go with Ivan anywhere. I just knew it needed to be prepped in case.
You make it sound like he's going to get a Kuiper crystal and he's going to make his own lightsaber.
Kind of how it is. He just finds a crystal and he puts it in the center of a steel defender and looks fucking cool.
Pretty much.
Welcome to the time of tradition of MVPs. We had a rather excellent recap today. What the fuck? Ben's emote looks like it's... Oh, he's carrying a heart. That's what it is. Had it very small. Did we have an excellent recap today? Who did the recap?
Mikayla.
It was all right.
It was all right. It was pretty good. Rico, give me an MVP instead.
I sort of just like the fact that we spent nearly 2 hours in conversation with Aleksander, and it was just like a great session. And like, you take things like that for granted sometimes. It was just a sit down with a guy, but it made up for the brunt of the session, and it was very enjoyable. So.
It was a big sigh of relief for me.
Long overdue.
I thought you'd go there fairly early, and he'd give you like the hints about Catcube and stuff. And at this point, I was thinking, fuck, I'm gonna have to stick it on a napkin and hand it to Roland at this point, you know? The strands aren't there, they can't follow the story. I had no other ideas of where to put it in. But yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Brozzig, Pat, MVP.
Yeah, either one. No, I think that was fun. I liked Brozzig getting tattled on, or getting recognized in public and having to flee the scene.
Consequences.
Did not expect that to happen.
Fun.
For what it's worth, Dylan thinks it makes you really cool.
Oh, of course. Maybe Brozzig, thinks he's very cool too. But yeah, that was fun. Surprising us with recognition. Don't like that in character, but out of character was good.
In some ways, being recognized as something that is not what you're being hunted for is quite good.
Look, I was thinking, like, is it good for us or bad for us? They actually don't know what we look like.
No.
So
I don't know. I don't know.
Would be so stupid as to put themselves in the public eye.
Well, not only that, they also haven't noticed you didn't have implants in that story, right? So.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
that's the key point.
Brozzig sort of looks like he has an implant, maybe like a.
Exactly.
An eye plant, you might call it.
Yeah.
Josh, I remember my own husband. I keep wanting to call it Fink.
Yeah, I was also gonna say when Brozzig was running away from the paparazzi. Yeah, that was just a lot of fun.
Yep. Mikayla.
I liked our groups, both visiting the little shops. God, what was it? The bougie noodle shop. Yeah, just kind of seeing the offerings and seeing how weird everyone was over there, like those hipsters. It was kind of cool to just talk to some odd folks. But then them actually being very well informed about stuff was like pretty cool. It's like, okay, they do talk the talk, but they do walk the walk also.
Hipster cult was fun.
Yeah, I like those guys.
I really liked Rico's face at the coffee price. That made me happy. When Josh said
a whole meal.
Yeah, when Vulgo said to Brozzig, you don't talk to Lex, and Brozzig replied, he doesn't drink. Fucking brilliant line that came out of nowhere and blew me away. But I actually really liked sort of the management of Christina Rensk. You guys didn't lose your nerve, you didn't lose your bottle, but you still wanted to do the right thing, but you also cooperated. And I think that was really interesting to see that dynamic go down without any sort of prefabricated decisions. Like Oleg saying, no, this is my briefcase. Like, I'm not giving him my briefcase. That's not going to happen. Even though you had a shotgun in your face, and like, and the answer, who's asking? Me. Renz just kind of thought that was cute. He thought you were too stupid to be an imposter.
I feel like we've been threatened by so many powerful people at this point. Like another shotgun, we're like,
that's what I'm saying. It's
like, all right, we get
also something Rico may actually do.
But yeah, overall, I thought it was a great session. You guys did a great job. But that is where we're going to end. So if you guys would like to say goodbye.
Goodbye.
We shall see you soon.